I wish they would have stolen my Ducati. I probably would have got more money for that bitch.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Quaint Zone, bitches.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it.
Do it live. Doing it.
Is that Bill O'Reilly?
Something like that, yeah. He was getting all fed up.
I love that. We'll do it live. Trey in the house.
We get
Trey.
guys.
Demonetized in the first 5 minutes of the episode.
Yep.
We'll do,
Let's try our best. Let's see how long we can make it.
Well, how the hell was the parade? Like Dallas, they haven't done the parade in 2 years, right? Because of COVID down here.
Right.
So we haven't had the St. Patrick's Day parade since 19. And for those that don't live here, it's pretty wild. It gets pretty wild down there. It's just a parade down one of our streets, Greenville Avenue. And Mark Cuban actually owns it, right? Doesn't he put it on? Or
Yeah, there's some sponsoring, some, it does cost some money to get it going. And I think a couple years ago it was in danger of not going on just because there was nobody really to foot the bill for it. And Cuban stepped up, and you say buy it, I don't know. I'm sure he does own it.
Just funds it.
But yeah, there's something. He's the purse behind it.
I'm sure he gets a tax write-off for it.
And yeah, just expand on it. The Dallas St. I know there's places like Chicago and Boston have it big, but it's
don't they do the River Green in Chicago or something?
Yeah,
like that?
so
they do.
But it's one of the bigger events in Dallas of the year. It's definitely for a lot of people their favorite event. Like you said, it's Greenville Avenue it's a long stretch, and there's 3 different sections of it that have bars and restaurants and then houses in between. And on this day, you can walk up and down it. They kind of have it shut off to cars, drinks in hand, kind of Mardi Gras style, Vegas style. Mm-hmm. Real cool. And then you get to the bottom part of it, and there's we pay $15. They call it a block party.
Yeah.
You go in, and it can be pandemonium in there. I've been there where it's too crowded that it's not really fun. But just walking among people that live in these neighborhoods and these houses are having parties. So as you're walking up and down the street, there's house parties, and you're having beers, and you may take a Jello shot with somebody, and it's just a really good feel good kind of thing. Everybody just seems like it's a good day. Everybody gets real drunk, but has a good time. Like you rarely see fights and things like that. So. Yeah, it's fun. If you've never been, you should try to go to it.
It was kind of like the culminating event of like, hey, COVID's kind of dying down and everyone needs to come out and about, just kind of see each other, kind of get used to being around a lot of people. And I feel like we saw that a lot, just walking by people are, hey, what's up, man? Like, you can have a drink with us, come have a shot with us.
Yeah.
It was cool like that. Cops didn't care. Everyone was just kind of Mardi
It
Gras.
felt like COVID ended as soon as the war started.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're looking for anything to move on to the next topic for sure.
What about those NFTs?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Exactly.
Glad that shit's over. I didn't understand it at all.
They're not going
it's not
anywhere.
over. Yeah, it's just on the back burners.
I still don't know what the fuck it is.
Someone explained it to me, and it was. I kind of questioned him. I was like, "Hey, man," he's like, "Yeah, I'm rich in NFTs." And I go, "But are you like rich in real life?
It's like saying you're rich
can
in
you like spend
Monopoly
this money?"
money.
And he's like, "No, dude, you got to do a bunch of trading. And like, this is artist stuff. Like, artists make these." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
Like, how you say you're rich in this, but you can't use that money?"
You should see
That
my
doesn't
gun
make any
collection
sense. I'm probably trading
on
a lot
Call of
people
Duty.
right now.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Oh man, yeah, I never understood that. I knew that they had did it. I saw that dude that was on Rogan that did the NFTs or whatever.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
I still don't really understand what the fuck it is. Like, and to own it, is it just a digital file that you own, or is it?
Essentially.
Yeah, essentially. My understanding is you have you own the rights to that picture.
I
don't know
own the
who's
rights
using
to a
that
lot of my
picture.
pictures, and people steal it all
Yeah.
the fucking time.
Yeah.
So
Right. It's
Probably if you want to be real.
if it's gonna be something that's worth that much money though, like off the bat, like it's gonna be encrypted pretty well, I would imagine. But
I still don't.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know what it
Like,
is.
Yeah.
that's a sketchy market.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be like, hey man, I'm gonna sink like $10,000 in here, an FXR might be a better idea.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get where the fuck people have money to spend on stupid shit like that in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or buying real estate in the metaverse. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This shit ain't there yet.
No. Well, everyone's just trying to get on the little ground floor of everything. And if it don't cost you too crazy amount, if it's not like a big chunk out of your wallet, then fuck it, see what happens, you know.
What if you buy like property in a bad neighborhood and it never grows and gets worth anything?
Or if you buy property in the baddest fucking neighborhood in the metaverse and motherfucker buys it for $5 million.
Turns into Malibu or something.
Yeah,
and
and then you get I mean that's why I think that's what they're banking on. It's the same thing that people did with Bitcoin, man. Like no one thought it was worth shit. Now it's worth whatever. I don't know what's that now, but there was a point where people were fucking.
But it's always fluctuating,
paying
right?
the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
People bought Bitcoin small and sold high, and now they're fucking set for life. Like that's just people are just trying to take that chance. Dude, I don't know how it, like, as far as why it becomes that way, I don't have any idea, but I think people are it's just a gamble like anything else.
Feels like a fucking video game where, like, it's post-apocalyptic and certain things become the new currency, like Fallout has the bottle caps and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck is going on with all this stuff, man?
It's really like Ready Player One. You ever seen that? Like the book?
The book's 1,000 times better than the movie.
Have you read
I hate to be that
2?
guy, but it is.
Yeah, the second one came out, and that one's pretty trippy, too. It's
the
like
movie has
afterwards.
pictures.
Yeah.
But I recently rewatched the movie, and it's just, after listening to the book, it's just not.
Oh, I know.
There's so much more in the book.
But that's scary to think that
kids
we
who
might
can't
end up
read
like
good.
that, you know, just the whole metaverse, and people are just getting it so sucked into it. It's just, that's a scary thought that our society might go that way. There's a lot of people that are, hey, I don't want to go out. I just want to be in here.
Dude, I'm going to be robbing you nerds while you're logged in.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that first comment. It's Scott from Tourqed Magazine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Scott from Tourqed Magazine.
Scott. Well, yeah, so how was the parade? I mean, like I said, it was the first time it's happened in a while, and then I've
We
been
didn't
hearing
go
y'all.
to the parade. We got
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah,
after
we
the
got
parade.
we got there late, but it was still
We were
like,
going to try and get there, a little early, but yeah.
it was still lit. I mean, it was.
Well, I mean, that's mainly the time you want to go anyway, unless you really want to see the parade.
Yeah.
Everyone's just partying afterwards.
It
Like,
does-
it floods into the street better.
Yeah, it seems like there's kind of a changing of the guard.
Yeah,
Where you say one,
right.
maybe 2 o'clock, where the parade, there's a lot of families and people with small kids, but you also have the guys that start drinking at 7 a.m. So a lot of times by 1 or 2, they're done. And I've been that guy before where you're home, you're done for the day. And there's a lot of people, like what we did, that kind of don't even show up. They don't give a fuck about the parade, so they show up 1, 2-ish and ready to party into the evening, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't need Mark Cuban throwing beads on me. That's kind of
I think that's where
I'll take some of that look.
Zeke Elliott honked a girl's boob a few years ago.
Yeah,
like maybe
on that
2018.
rooftop bar or wherever that
Yeah,
was.
she flat. Did he pulled her shirt up, or she pulled her
don't
shirt
remember.
up, and he reached over and honked it, or somple
Did
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
not sure.
canceled for that?
I
tried
think they
to.
tried to, but he's like a dumb football player, so it's just like whatever. What are you gonna do? The team didn't cut me, so fuck off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too good. Remember you came to bike night that time?
Yeah, he just walk around. Well, he's dragging that one girl with him
That's
around.
right.
She's
That's
like, she was just dragging his ass around. He was just like, like you could tell he was just in it for the pussy or
Could you
whatever.
imagine just
And she
being
was
like
just
a pro football star just walking down the street in like Deep
Dude.
Ellum? Like that's got to be a weird mind fuck to be him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He's lucky he didn't get jumped by some dudes out there, like, because that was either before or after all that. Remember, how everyone's getting jumped and mugged and stuff.
Oh, that was way before.
Yeah, but either way, it was his girl was walking around like, hey, where can we get nose piercings at? And he was, I like kind of looked back in the back and saw him. He was just like, like,
Well, he goes out.
so over following that little girl around.
He, pre-COVID or whatever. I hate even saying that, but he used to go out a lot.
Yeah.
There was always stories and sightings of him being out. But I remember, I think I was with Jordan, and we were for some reason in Uptown, and there was this bar. It was crowded as fuck, and there's some guy who was like, "Hey man, Zeke and Dak are over there," and there was just such a nerdiness to it, like that's gonna be the high, like. That's a big deal to that guy, just that he was drinking and partying in the same place with these guys that were up in VIP. Would never talk to this guy. It's not, I don't know. It just, I hate Uptown anyways, but that was probably one of the last times I went, not for like a day thing, like a chick or a date or something like that, just because I fucking hate clubs.
Clubs.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
I'm not standing in line to go in there and spend money
Just dumb.
like that.
We drove by that one. Oh, it was closed down though. I was telling you, it used to be Cirque, the one that was in downtown. Oh, I forget what the street was off of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I went there one time, and I was probably one of 3 white people in there. It was,
You can't say that.
well,
That's
it was.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Them's the facts. That's what them's it.
How's it feel? How's it feel when the tables are turned on you? Yeah.
Turn them, baby.
for
I remember-
400 years.
I remember I was going up the stairs because it was a 2-level club, and I was going up the stairs, and me and this like other dude like played shuffle. Like he tried, like I tried to go left, he tried to go right, and vice versa.
fucking hate
and
that,
dude,
dude. I
and
do
this
it.
dude was like looked hard as fuck, and I'm just over here like a dweeb. Like, I probably had a fucking fedora on or something, dude. And I was trying to go up there, and I was like, oh, and he's like, I just heard him goes, move, motherfucker. I was like, I fucking slammed me over the fucking dude. I was like, this club's not for me, dude. I'm a happy guy. I just want to drink a beer and hang out with my friends. I can't dance. Like, what am I even doing here?
White dude, I can't dance.
That is the worst too when you do the whole like doing the grocery store or something. But as long as it usually ends in a smile and a laugh, like
Oh, and that
look at
guy's
us.
way cooler than you.
Boom, motherfucker. Oh, that's great.
You got charged up.
You're this
I was
close to
probably
being
wearing
a
a
world
fucking
star.
puffy
Yeah.
white t-shirt too, button up like a fucking asshole.
Oh man, so yeah, y'all had a good day yesterday. I worked all day, so that's one of those things. Nothing cool coming out of my side of town, but Trey, we haven't introduced you to everybody yet.
Oh, yeah.
We got Tourqed Up Trey in the studio today, and
Cray Trey.
Yeah.
and glad to have you here.
I appreciate
So
it.
how was you just got back from Daytona? How was that?
It was pretty crazy, man. It was a good time. I would say, it was like just a good first experience. It's my first Daytona ever, right?
Yeah.
So coming back, seeing everyone after, everything that's happened to me and just
Yeah.
unfortunate events and just kind of eager to get back out there, seeing all the good stuff of all the new builds and like everyone's crazy builds, big trebles, bins and everything like that, man. That was just kind of just lit the fire back up again. And I thought that was cool just to hang out with everyone and kind of experience that and just see what's up with out there and how different it is from Sturgis. So
How is it different from Sturgis? What were your thoughts on it? Because was this past Sturgis? You came with us.
yeah,
was
I
that
came
your
with y'all on
first
this
time?
past Sturgis one.
That was your first one, right?
That was my first Sturgis too. So to be honest, I kind of like the variety of Daytona a little bit better because I don't feel like when you go to Sturgis, everything gets inflated. Like food wise, you got a hamburger or you get some chicken tenders, and they're like $30. Well, Daytona,
It's like white trash Disney World.
It's not.
Everything's
Yeah, it's
just
terrible. It's
super
all
expensive.
greasy.
Yeah.
But like here, I feel like we could actually go to like legit seafood restaurants, and I'm paying like $23 for like a whole shrimp platter and stuff. I thought that was like just
Okay, eating
just a little
shrimp.
bit better, and drinks like beers.
Tell me you
weren't
got
like,
money without telling me.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Being
Beers
screamed.
weren't
over here.
Beers weren't like
Scream.
$10, for one beer. You're like,
Yeah.
come on, man. They're like $3-4. And that's kind of manageable. And I thought kind of the layout of just the main street was pretty cool. Just kind of walking around, and really, honestly, the cops didn't care. Like
That's
what
way
you did.
different than when I went.
They just didn't care compared to Sturgis. Sturgis, you're like, all right, put 2 feet down, look around. Am I good?
That's only after night though. Once the sun goes down in Sturgis, that's when you gotta be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah,
But
there, man.
it felt like Daytona. Like if you weren't on Main Street, then you were in a situation where you could be fucked with by the cops. But
Yeah.
also the way we ride, that also didn't necessarily help out.
Yeah.
Running around, speeding and shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's obviously not a whole lot of riding going to Daytona.
Yeah,
Florida's
yeah.
kind of boring, flat. It's kind of like here. But
I just like back and forth to Florida so many fucking times now. It's just it wears you out. Like going to the same place,
Yeah.
4 or 5 times in a year. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not necessarily like a place that has like so much cool shit to see.
Yeah.
Where you're like, dude, I can go there every month for my life.
it was
you know
terrible.
what I mean?
The drive
Yeah.
alone was terrible. I mean, obviously everyone trailered. Everyone bought out their performance trailers. That was kind of the theme was everyone's performance trailers and showing off all that. And
Yeah.
kind of that vibe. But man, that drive, it was terrible. I'm glad there was like a new Buc-ee's every like 150
Not
miles,
everybody.
300
There were some dudes
miles.
that rode out there.
Yeah, but man, it was
drive,
rough.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
Didn't Edward ride all the way from California
did.
all the way
Eddie came
across?
from-
We
yeah.
actually we caught up with them. They left Dallas before they.
Yeah, him.
So I went
Kano,
to
him and Austin.
Austin.
all
Yeah,
rode together.
I went to Rennie's house in Austin. Stayed the night there. Loaded up his bike. took my bike as well.
What's Rennie's Instagram?
Easy Rider.
All right.
Easy Rider Cycle. And so we went down there, down to Houston, met up with James, a different James, not the same James that we all know.
James LeBlanc.
Yeah. Pretty
He's
cool
cool
dude.
as shit, too.
Yeah.
He came with us to Sturgis.
Yeah, he was super cool.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he rode, dude. He rode the whole way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's a gangster.
And
He
then,
came with us to Sturgis and hung out.
He's the dude that had the lowrider S, right?
Yeah.
He actually got like some leather pros on it. He did a couple extra things. I was like, I see you, man. He's
Dialing
like,
it in.
Yeah, dialing in. We eventually caught up to them. Austin, Eddie, and Kano up in Pensacola. We all kind of got in the same hotel. Kind of
Nice.
Dude, it was trash, dude. I was over there. This little security chick was like, "Oh, these are your bikes." I was like, "Yeah, can you like please watch our stuff?" She was like, "I was like, how bad is it?" She goes, "It's bad." I was like, "Oh no." She was like, "Hey, I just called my supervisor. We're gonna get our supervisor come hang out and watch this stuff too." And they're parking their bikes in the hotel courtyard, all ghetto like and stuff. But man, we went to this sketchy bar. It was terrible. I don't remember the name of it. That's how bad it was. It was just off the highway.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it does.
It was.
On like Rock Springs.
Yep.
And then in the morning, we just kind of got up, had some breakfast, and then kind of played tag the whole time. And then that's when everyone's all the trailers started to come together. You know, Scott from Tourqed magazine, we all met up at a certain part in Florida. And then we're all just like, "Oh, hey, man, yeah," and passing each other, taking videos and being silly. It was goofy.
Just goofing.
Yeah, just new boot goofing, new trailer
truck
goofing. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, that's awesome. So you liked your first Daytona.
I did. I really did. I would like to go back next year.
So you think Daytona's more of a hanging out with friends? It's easier to
Dude, absolutely,
accessible
yeah.
and meet up with people.
Yeah,
whereas
absolutely.
Sturgis,
Because,
it seems
like
it's
it seemed like I didn't know this, but Scott had his hotel just like 2 blocks away from us. So we're like, "Hey man, what are we doing?" "Oh, just meet us here." We had like an indoor heated pool and a tiki bar and stuff like that, so it was kind of easy for everyone to come over. There's a bunch of dudes there. You got the whole Sea Bear guys in there. They're staying there. You know.
you stay at the same hotel as those guys?
Dude, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We had to because like we would stay at their bikes.
How rowdy did y'all meet and hang out or anything?
No, we don't. Can't mess
They're
with
way too
that,
cool.
man. Yeah, they're way too cool for me, man.
You're
But
Tourqed Up Trey,
yeah,
man. Don't sell yourself
Yeah.
short, my friend.
Man, those guys, they were cool too. But you hear them come back at like 4 a.m. in the morning, jump in the pool, screaming and yelling. you hear the hotel people, "Hey, get the fuck out!" You know, "What are y'all doing?" They're like, "Oh fuck," you know, just things like that.
Sorry, sir. I didn't know I could.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do this, sir. But man, yeah, it was good for hanging out with friends and hanging out and going to like good bars and just.
You got
really
all
cruising
up in
around.
Froggies, huh?
Dude, Froggies.
Was that's where you smoked the 3 cigarettes at one time?
Yeah,
I
the
want to tell
3
you,
cigarettes, yeah.
I haven't laughed that hard at something in a while. As far as when I saw this, first a picture, but then also the video of it.
Yeah.
I literally doubled over laughing, and I sent it to a handful of these guys. As
I don't
fast
know
as
where
I
those
could.
came from.
Oh,
I
I
just
got a
remember they're in
screenshot
my
of it.
hands. I'm just like,
Oh, it was
why not? We're doing it.
hilarious.
We're here. We're here, dude.
I sent something. Our little boy is all grossed up. It's
Oh,
like watching
man.
your kid go to college or something.
It was a good time. Just Mark,
Smell my finger.
big trouble, man. That dude's like hanging on me. I'm almost 6 foot, right? And he's like, his whole arm is over me, like just over. Like I'm like, holy shit, those big dudes. You got Jetty and stuff, you know.
Felt
around
safe,
and
huh?
Justin.
Felt
I'm
safe
like,
in that
oh my
man's
God,
arms.
Like, I feel small, dude.
Chamberlain, yeah, there's a bunch of
Golly, but it got pretty rowdy. Froggy's is a good spot.
It is.
Yeah, it was a very good spot.
Was Mel's bartender friend?
Yeah,
Her name's
yeah.
Jen. Was she there again?
Yeah, shout out to her because she, you know, like you set your drink down. She already knew one. Yeah.
So last year, whatever night we went the hardest there, she had the highest. You know, it's a competition between all those bartenders
it?
who
Okay.
rings up,
Yeah.
whoever's the highest. And apparently she killed it.
Yeah.
The night we were all there.
Oh, dude, we took over the whole bar. Like there was like no one, like no Hell Yeah Brothers. It's just all us. Just
That's rad.
Someone leave, we're just kind of all scoot in like, hey, this is ours. So it was cool.
Fuck Daytona. No, so like you had a good time, man.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you that I was stoked, or I was like feeling FOMO when everybody was leaving going to Daytona.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody's stories like on the way.
Yeah.
So that week of everybody traveling there, I started like, fuck, man, I'm missing out. Like I want to be there. Then a couple of the shows, a couple of the bikes, I'm like, fuck, that looks like fun. And then now that it's over, like I'm like, oh, I feel exactly how I felt the first time. Like I don't care that I didn't go, but I don't know. For sure, I'm gonna have to go back. I'd like for it to be in the cards next year to go down there and check it out.
I think I was so hyped up and ready to go because I've been missing events. I couldn't go to stuff. I was ready to get into things, man. Just got this new bike, ready to go. Just itching to go, man.
So what was it? You won a raffle on the FXR, right?
Yeah. I won my FXR in a raffle, so it was pretty cool.
Isn't it crazy how many people we know that's won bikes and raffles?
Yeah.
Cano kind of won one. In a sense, he won his FXR, and that I guess it's more of a.
It was a raffle.
It was a raffle, yeah. So
it was a. What was it for? I guess it was a. What the fuck do you call that shit? God damn, I feel like a retard.
Texas Hills,
yeah.
No, well, yeah.
What?
It was a fundraiser, right? That's what I'm thinking of.
It was like a show bike. It was like, hey, come to the show. You could win this bike.
Yeah.
Scotty,
because it was basically just fundraising for the money for the show by raffling off that bike.
Scotty, where did he win that?
Scotty won his at Giddy Up.
That
dyna. I think it was a dyna, right? Or an old whatever the fuck.
Homie himself won how many fucking raffles?
Oh, Aaron's won.
Aaron's won how many fucking raffles?
A few.
Well, they got raffle money. So.
They don't call him. They do have raffle money, no doubt. But
hey,
they call him the raffle king for
you gotta fucking pay to play, dude. That's all there is to it. I mean,
I'm ready to hang out with him again.
Yeah.
No, it's
Aaron?
Yeah. I just said it was like he was here.
He's
trying to. He lived here for a while.
He's trying to move here. Yeah, he's trying to move here.
So used to seeing him like weekly, and then he went back to Nebraska, and now it's like, where's my friend?
Dude, my dude's been going through it up there. He's been going through some crazy shit. The stories he's been telling me of all the shit he's been dealing with his ex. Like, I don't want to talk about it on here, but dude, it's so wild. Like, it's fucking wild. You know what I mean? Man. Whew. Anyway, but no. So you won the bike. What was the who'd you win it from? What was the company?
Faster FXR. This is
Faster
Instagram.
FXR.
I think Roman. I don't know his last.
What'd you end up? What is it like exactly? 87, 88?
It's a 90.
90
FX LR. Little
nice.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad little bike.
Oh,
it almost did. It almost about killed me
for real
on the way coming back. I'm
Rennie
not
said
gonna lie.
It almost killed you.
Yeah. I pushed it. I'll see how fast it could go.
Uh-huh.
And they said I was like doing 120 or something like that. And I started getting a real bad death wobble. Straightening it out. Oh, no, it wasn't too
Don't
bad.
let Joe Kidd hear you.
Yeah.
Nah, you was on a dyna, bro.
It's just, I really, honestly, I got it Monday, came off the trailer, had no time to like tinker with it, nothing. Tuesday I had to work, went to go register it at the tax office, and then Wednesday we left. So I had like zero, I took it around the block once, and I was like, all right, it runs. I was like, please, just give me this Daytona weekend, just get me through, and then we'll come back and see what's up with it. But
that's like,
yeah, it started showing its a little bit of flaws when we were there.
The FXR prayer. Please let me ride you. For
this
weekend.
just this weekend.
Please be cool.
I'm not a fucking mechanic.
Yeah.
So
I did lose a tail lens twice.
How'd you do that?
It rattled off, and then
it's
went to
FXR.
JP Cycle, bought another one for like $6, and then we're going to the Hangover show, and Chris Moose rolls up on me. He's like, "Hey man, we're gonna pull over and we're gonna fix it." And started pulling over and it just falls off. I'm like, just keep on going. Don't worry about it, man.
So, of all the shows, which one did you enjoy the most that you went to?
Hands down, the Hangover show for sure.
Real?
Yeah. Because
what was unique about it that you liked?
One, it's about an hour and 30-minute ride down south to the Space Coast Harley Davidson, which those dudes were cool. The venue's real nice. Like, it's a very big like dealership for like hanging out in the parking lot and everything like that. They had everything set up. A couple good bartender girls, things like that. Food was good. They had like really good like vendors there. But man, not having the Hell Yeah Brothers sitting there revving their Reinhardts and their leather jackets and like kind of making this weird hostile environment. It was just everyone. It was everyone that we know in the scene.
Bad motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Dude, you want to fuck with them?
Yeah, just everyone in the scene have their own booth set up. Just nothing but good bikes. I think that itself made it cool. And just everyone hanging out and just having a good time. I think that in itself was pretty good.
Yeah, did it feel like there was a bunch of like performance-based bikes out there this year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
definitely.
Can you feel the tide kind of turning into more like that's the more dominant style of what's going on now?
Oh yeah, for sure. And even in Daytona, we saw it like on the main strip. We saw a lot more T-bars, and it felt like it was a more younger crowd I think I kind of like that a little bit better. I'm young myself, and it just wasn't like, Sturgis, you see just apes everywhere, but Daytona, it seemed like more there was just T-bars and
I feel like it's a little bit cheaper to go to Daytona than it is to go to Sturgis. Like, you have more options for lodging, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, food, you can go sleep on the ground in Sturgis pretty cheap, but like you said about food, it gets real complicated whenever you're trying to eat places, and it's like every meal is like $30 fucking. You know what I mean?
That gets old.
I feel like the food on the campsite wasn't bad, right?
It was good.
No.
Well, I mean, as far as price wise.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. So you kind of counteract it with that.
That's
but if you're out and about though,
I think it's like $11 for those tots or something. It's a little
those bad motherfucking
they're
tots.
making their money.
Service is way better there in Daytona because they're used to being busy all the time. You got NASCAR there, you got spring break and everything, so they're used to having a lot of people. It's not like people are frustrated and you're waiting there for a long time for your food. Everything kind of got out real quick. I think the first time we went,
You mean it wasn't like the dumbass buffalo chip that hires like 4 bartenders for that FXR show?
I actually saw that chick.
It's the biggest fucking.
And I talked to her. She was like, "Dude, that sucks." She's like, we got more chicks here. We got a better setup and stuff like that."
Yeah, what happened with that last year? There was a bartender shortage or some shit?
Yeah, I don't think just a lot of people.
Because wasn't Cody Walker talking about going up there to work in Sturgis or something like that?
He got approached while we were eating one day about working that week, and he's like, "No, I'm only here for another day or two." And yeah, he talked to somebody about coming back up this next one and working. So I haven't followed up with him. I could check with him, but
what was the shortage for? I don't remember what that.
I think they just said a bunch of the girls didn't show up. Just overall, because there's these chicks flying from and guys flying from all over the place, and for whatever reason, I think they just had a lower turnout.
That's weird. Wild. Yeah, I don't know, man. It looked like you had fun. It looked like everybody had fun.
It was a blast.
It was awesome to see. I think I already said it, but like just the bikes, super nice bikes, man.
Oh man.
Lucky Strike, Kyle, those guys killed it this year with all those bikes that came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a lot more people, which I don't really want to dive into our campout thing too much because I think we kind of talk about it too much or a lot, but I've seen kind of the tide start to turn on social media where more people are starting to tag us in the campout stuff. Like, it's coming up, getting ready. So I feel like it's the next big event for like our kind of scene.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like how they were for Daytona for the last 2.5 months.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's kind of coming around for us.
Daytona could have like a shot of redemption.
There's a lot of people in our boat that didn't go to Daytona, so they're doubling down on the camp out.
Yeah,
It's Daytona, but guess what? I'm fucking ready for the camp out, baby.
Oh, dude.
Daytona's
People are hyped.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
You haven't been to a camp out yet, have you?
No,
Jay?
I haven't. No,
Nice.
because last year I barely just got my bagger, the one that got stolen. I was like, I don't know why. I was like, no, it's not ready. I can't show it yet.
Shit.
I don't know why I felt
That's
that way.
people's
I don't know
biggest
why.
mistake,
Now
dude.
I look back at it, I'm like, I should have just gone.
Yeah, honestly, man, like
Yeah.
what you're riding has nothing to do with being at the camp out
Yeah.
or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to be like, what's you riding? Oh, yeah, don't talk to him all night.
Can't come here. Black Road Glide. You're not welcome. Oh, thanks. Sweet.
Yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know. We talk so much shit on the podcast, but that's what we do. We talk shit, right? It's never like, oh, well, if you don't have this type of bike, then you literally can't be our friend. I mean, how many dudes do we know that are rad as fuck that we've hang out with? It's, that's come to the campouts or bike nights or fucking wherever, and they'll be riding a V-Rod or a fucking Softail, an old school Softail slammed, and it's still a bike and it looks cool as shit, and you rode it. That's all that matters, man, if you ride your shit. So,
buddy, Alex and Alberta already took time off for it. They're ready to go.
Nice.
They're showing up in a.
Didn't they go last year?
Yeah, they came in a Mustang, but he wrecked that, so he's coming up in a purple Durango now. So he's
Hell yeah.
he's coming ready to fuck. Dude.
I know
He's
Franz
excited.
has said it before, and I think he's he's the best at saying it as far as the bike only being, the bike's just kind of the reason. I don't know. It's go look at an old podcast with Franz because the way he explains it about the bike not really meaning anything, like it's just a way to get there, and it's
It's
the
kind of
glue,
the,
it's
It's common
love,
interest,
but-
and then past that, it's just hang out.
It does not matter.
We got some good shit coming up in Texas, though. We got the HTX Dyna Crew block party going down in April. And then we also have Fandango taking place down south in Fredericksburg. So
I'm excited for that.
I want to go to that this year. I'm hoping, dude, I'm trying my ass off to get this Dyna done.
Yeah.
Me and my wife are going down to like camp.
Yeah.
Not this weekend coming up, but the next weekend. So two weeks
Fredericksburg area?
Yeah, I don't want to tell anybody where we're going.
Oh,
because I don't want people trying to.
Hey man, you think you were gonna show up trying to ruin your
people are gonna be in the woods. Fast Life Jace.
Yeah,
Fast Life Jace, where you at?
What do you think you are, fucking Scott from Tourqed magazine?
I walked right into that.
Paparazzi.
No, but yeah, I don't. Well, it's one of those things that I would love to invite and have a whole lot of homies come out, but my wife really likes just doing something like where it's just me and her.
Yeah.
And so by not putting out where we're gonna go, it kind of would, because it's a place that I'm not even gonna say
Secret. Don't worry about it, guys.
But anyway, I'm trying to have the dyna done for that so we can kind of cruise it around while we're down there, and it's coming along, man. Hang 'em High's been helping me out quite a bit with some things. Matt has
happy birthday to him. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Justin, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Justin.
That's a badass dude.
I'm excited, man. It's the first. I haven't done a frame off bike in a long time.
Yeah.
And I also have never done one while I was broke. So I'm fucking like trying to sell sperm, jerk off dudes, whatever, to finish this fucking bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it sucks because like as soon as I finish this bike, I have to start on the bagger, and I still don't know what I'm doing to it because I only have like a month from that point to get that done for the camp out. Because Mark from Lexington's riding the dyna to the camp out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can't like just rely on that to be my only bike or whatever. So
We bring an airbrush back to that. This new paint. We bring an airbrush back to this new.
What
paint.
are we doing? What do you mean?
For yours?
What, like some
Like the FXR, you got scullies and shit, dude. Like,
man, I would like to, but
I know it's a lot of work though.
it's a lot of time, man. Like
Yeah.
it takes so long to airbrush, and I don't like right now. I've only been working on the T-Sport on the weekends,
Right.
just to kind of.
Should do a Quaint Zone theme. Put me and Colin in either bag. Put your face on the rear fender.
I need the bike to be sellable.
Y'all need to like do a little step brother pose.
Yeah,
That's
hello,
$100,000 right there.
premium.
I'm talking about this NFT shit.
Hell yeah.
That bitch will go.
I like doing real art. The kind you can hold in your hand.
That's what I'm saying. That's something you'll get.
Don't talk to this guy
you'll get
about real art. He'll tell you about real art, sir.
All I'm saying, dude, is you will fucking. That'll be $100,000.
You did a drawing last night, right?
Huh?
You did a drawing last night somewhere.
Oh, you sure did.
See, I don't remember it, but I saw it on the story.
Yeah.
You don't just leave chalk on the chalkboard. You think he's gonna go?
I like how like Kyle's a graffiti artist, but with dick drawings.
He's the Banksy of dicks.
Dude. And then crazy, we're in this bar and
probably
everyone's
gotta be a
watching us just doing it, watching him doing it, and they're just not saying anything. Bartenders are walking by.
They're amazed.
I got it. It's called me Spanksy.
It's called wonderment.
Yeah. Just letting it happen.
There you go.
Oh man, that's good. But no, yeah, that honestly, man, it gets you one of those like dick or those markers that you can kind of put a lot of paint in, and then when you hit it on the wall, you get the drip going.
I got some.
Hell yeah.
I got some of those metal ones, the metal tip ones. I had those. I used to have some of those because they're just cool to write with because they're really like get some drips on it, get some old school shit.
Yeah. Drip, man.
I need to bring those.
Speaking of
I
drip,
forget.
you should have seen this guy at the parade yesterday. Kill
Oh my
Harley Leprechaun shirt that he bought in Boston.
Breaking
jacket,
some necks.
humble
tall
fish.
boots. We couldn't go 40 steps without some chick or sometimes a guy. Hey man, love your mullet. Hey man, love your kilt. Hey, you look
I was
badass.
honestly expecting more people to be in kilts. I know like the only kilts I saw were the pipes and drums.
Yeah.
That was it.
The
Like
junkyard.
usually it's like one every other person.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you do,
Is it one of those like I said, I haven't been to that thing since like 2014 or 15. Do they ever do like chicks like dump them out there at all? Is that kind of a thing? Is it kind of like the beads kind of situation?
The block party, you can see some stuff, and yeah, there were some.
See some stuff.
Well, it's like leftover Mardi Gras energy.
Because everybody's cramming this little area, and there's all these bars. When people get on the roofs of these bars, the people that own them and their friends, and if you know somebody, kind of, you go to these bars. Of course, that lends itself to hey, dump them out. Here's some beads. Yeah. But as we were walking down Greenville, there was dudes on like houses or like garages that are kind of up against the fence and trying to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I know one guy. I don't know if he pulled his dick out, but he did. He lifted up his shirt and his chest hair was shaved in the shape of a dick. And all the guys on the garage like lost their mind and threw him a bunch of beads. So yeah, there's like that. There's that element to it, but I think it just depends on where you're at.
Is the hype growing right now? Because like we just had daylight savings last night.
I had no idea it was coming.
Yeah,
it snuck up on me.
So with like I feel like so much more energized and ready to get back on the bike right now. To hopefully take advantage of like these longer days, if you will, sunshine at least. And man, I'm so fucking ready to ride. Like this has been the least riding through a winter I've ever done in my life. And
same, I should still part too.
What's up with your bike? When still waiting on Chrome?
Yeah, just waiting on parts. Or waiting on them to get back. So just playing that game. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, I understand that feeling.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah. I think my mentality's been messed up for a little while because, like, y'all know what I do for work, and when I'm not able to ride and I can't reset, I think that kind of messes with me a little bit. And like when someone kind of steals that away from you, literally, and I can't go and reset, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yep, missing all these events, can't ride.
Yeah,
I got my truck, but it's not the same.
It's not the same, but still, it's not a reason to totally miss it. Yeah. And you went to the TT Vets thing, right?
I did. Yeah, there was a couple events, but there's been other stuff that took place that I couldn't go for certain reasons. So
I drove to the Polar ride.
Yeah,
I thought about it. Well, no, I think it worked.
I think it's one of those deals. But I drove to the Polar ride too. There's not much you can do, man. Like you just gotta try to be a part of it one way or another. You know what I mean?
I still go to bike nights.
Yeah, you show up to bike
nights.
night
in the truck.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hang out with the homies.
I'll show up to the bike night in the truck midsummer or in the car. Shit.
But that's gonna be good for bike nights too. A little bit longer days.
Up, a
it's always
bit lighter,
better.
You know.
It makes it a lot. It what it does, it makes it start coming home regularly, like 12 or 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Which is kicking our ass now because we've been doing.
We've been doing that for no reason,
dude. Last bike night we went, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna come out because it was cold as shit. Like nobody was gonna come out."
Dude, yeah.
So we all drove, and I'm like, "Man, I'm just gonna have a few and then go home." And then like 12:30 rolls around,
dude. Every fucking.
And I was like, "Jaden, dude, did I take you home last night?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I don't remember none of it, dude."
Dude, yeah, it was. And that's why I said too, because you were like, anyone going tonight? And I was like, I'm 50-50, but don't make me go. And then we're like, yeah, we're going. I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm down. Like, I'm always going to be down.
Yeah,
to go.
we set it up where we kind of did it to ourselves because I said I was
Yeah.
planning on going because I needed to pick something up from Marcus.
Yeah.
And one of y'all said, well, if two people go, I'm in. So it came down like, so are you going?
Yeah.
And then we all said, fuck it, we're going.
I mean, only because it was like 20.
I think I double checked with you because I was hoping you were saying, no, man, I've got work at the shop or whatever. And I was,
Dude,
like,
I was on the
I was
same
not going to go. Somebody please. So
But that's what I like even better is the fact that we're both like, nah, fuck that.
None of us really wanted to to but yet we did. And then we ended up getting drunk and staying up way too late.
It was bad, man. I've been doing that. I don't know, man. Like I've never been like one of those guys that drinks and blacks out or anything like that. But
hello.
I've been creating the taco
last night.
The taco spot across the street's been going hard lately. Like sometimes it's good, it's bad, but they got the seasoning, whatever they're doing, the grill's just right. It's been really fucking good, and so I just really want tacos. Even if I was going to come down there, have a couple tacos, have a few beers, and then say what's up and dip out. And then I think we started talking to homeboy, and his old lady showed up.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny, and then after that, you know, Dolly was just like with the drinks, like 100%, like just.
That's
I think Doc
I was
came
drinking
out.
vodka that night, and yeah. She was
Doc came out and he was showing me his whole other life of like rock climbing and or hiking and all that other shit, and I was like fascinated as shit. I'm like, oh, and I'm looking at the map where he was, like trying to see it all and shit.
We hung out with him and his wife Ashley yesterday. They're great
guys.
I think there's I think he's got a couple. Like we obviously we know he's a veteran. We know he's paramedic. He rides. But I think there's a lot more layers to that onion. I think, like you said, he's a very varied guy.
Yeah.
So I love Josh. He was fun hanging out with yesterday.
Yeah, we killed it yesterday.
Oh, speaking of the taco spot, I saw a Taco Bueno being built today up in McKinney, which they're kind of like downsizing. They've been canceling them all. What's y'all's favorite fast food taco? Like if you like can't like not Fuel City, it has to be a chain, not like a taqueria or something.
Not like a burrito joint.
What if it's a chain, like Chipotle, Freebirds, or something like that?
Well, I feel like a burrito joint and a taco spot are different. Like if you're doing burrito joints, you're talking about like Freebirds, Qdoba, Chipotle, obviously.
If I just want some trash ass fast food tacos,
it's even more fast food.
I'm thinking
casual.
I'm totally
like you're talking about like Taco Bell, Taco Casa, Taco Bueno. Taco Bueno's my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
I'm with that fucking old school Taco Bell. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta
say, don't get me wrong, Taco Bell is
white trash fucking mixes they got that are just like everything's just the same but mixed in a different way. That's a joke, But like, dude, a fucking what is that thing? The goddamn it, Crunchwrap Supreme. 2 of those, dude, and some cinnamon twist. Your boy's good.
about to water in right now, bro. Let me get another one of those beers.
So we've talked about drinking, like tolerance going up, where all of a sudden I can drink 9 beers in a setting, and it's all right. Where's number 10? Like I'm feeling it obviously, but it's not. Like 9 years used to be an ender for me. Like I was like that'd be the whole night.
Yeah,
and it's just one of those things that tolerance is going up. I have this same thing, especially with fast food tacos. But same thing at the house.
Yeah,
I can eat like 8 tacos, like just one after the other, and not really.
You're a fucking man, dude.
Dude, I'm fat as fuck.
Same, dude.
Especially I don't know when's the last time if y'all have done homemade just crispy tacos like you were a kid.
I haven't done crispy. We do soft tacos quite a bit.
I feel like everybody does soft tacos, but man, I've got back on that crispy game.
They got keto fucking tortillas, right? They're only like a 1 gram or 1 gram of carbs, or I don't know fucking how you say it, but we've been doing that quite a bit. So we'll fucking make all the shit, and then like sometimes we'll like grill it in a sense. That way it'll have kind of like that wrap, kind of crunch wrap supreme kind of thing. But,
right. Give it that toast. It just helps.
I've been my shit at the house. I've been fucking cooking it a lot lately. Jambalaya, like Zatarans.
Hell yeah.
Just like cutting up a sausage and throwing it like some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking good, dude.
Easy.
My mouth's watering right now.
Have y'all had a turkey taco?
As
far as like just substituting turkey for beef?
Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah. See, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm always like, nah, give me
Fuck
beef.
that. I'm beef all the way. This turkey.
I'll fuck with the chicken taco. I do like chicken tacos.
I like turkey deli meat. I like turkey for Thanksgiving. Like, don't get me wrong, I like turkey where it belongs. It does not belong in my goddamn taco. Fuck that.
My man.
You got some gravy to go on this taco? Because I ain't eating it without it. Or some fucking... Dude, your boy might be making a turkey fucking stuffing and gravy taco later.
Fucks with it.
So roll out a fucking Hawaiian roll.
When my cousins were younger, I was babysitting them one time. My aunt and uncle were out of town, and I think it's iCarly's is like a teeny show, kid show, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a thing where the older brother kind of runs the house, and he lets them eat spaghetti tacos. So I made it for the kids just out of you eat spaghettis, you eat tacos. All you do is put spaghetti in the taco shell. It's not rocket science, but
I do that I did that same thing with white
not as
butter
bad
bread.
as you would think. Like it sounds just absolutely stupid. There's something there. There's something there
Spaghetti
with the crispiness, adding the crispiness to the spaghetti.
Yeah.
How do you like...
Spaghetti tacos, folks. You're this is the kind of riveting talk
easy
we're going
going,
on a
man.
Sunday night.
What's your stance on boiled eggs and lasagna?
Dude,
Right.
it's
What?
It's fucking good, dude.
delicious, dude.
I had to walk that back a little bit. I made that ziti, and I found a couple online YouTube recipes that I followed. One of them is like a real deal Italian grandma. Her English is so like
She
still
sells it.
Italian
She sells
accent
it,
that her grandkids or whoever does the YouTube videos has to kind of transcribe what she says for a lot of it. But she did the same thing as far as the eggs, and I think she even put more than. No, she actually cut them up more. Like it was. Oh no, she did. There was one part where she diced them up, and I was like, "That's what I'm fucking with." Like I will never know it's there. But then she did the slices like Tara Lynn did, and
yeah,
it's not bad, dude. It just like I said, I think I was having a few drinks.
You were just on that.
All of a sudden, I got put on that island, and I was like, well.
Like, I don't think you were 100% against it. You were just like, not tonight, please. I was
doubling down. I doubled down on my initial point.
She was like, you know what?
You're like thinking in your head, like, am I going to fight with her tonight? Yeah, I want to fight with her tonight.
Oh, I mean.
I just wasn't going to real be a man shit. I just wasn't going to admit I was wrong. Or anything. Like, and the more y'all are like, no,
everyone else
loved the fuck out of you all.
Go eat some Cheetos.
Get out of my house.
Shit was fucking good.
Man.
Well, her excuse was, well, they used to do this during the Depression when they didn't have as many ingredients.
Like proteins.
We're not in a fucking depression. We have all the ingredients. I went and bought them earlier. Make it fucking normal. Why put eggs in it?
You fucking Mama Luke.
Scaffoos.
So that's what happens when you have a girlfriend in the house.
Yeah. I'll probably find that out eventually at some point.
Hopefully
but not right now.
Sooner.
What's the Billy Madison? Don't do it. Great. Don't grow up.
Cherish it. Cherish it. Yeah. Don't say that. Don't you ever say that.
I feel like I've heard the story, but you got one of the coolest nicknames.
Yeah.
And I think we need the story behind the nickname. Are you ready to be honest with everybody?
So yeah, let's go. Let's go.
So how'd you get the nickname?
All right, so what was that? First night in Sturgis, and we all go to One Eye Jack's, and we go up to the go-go bar, strip club kind of thing, and
it's a really, really cool place to be at.
Yeah,
I love that bar.
Yeah, it's actually really. I was not blown the whole time. I was blown away the whole time, you know. And I'm just like sitting there and just I'm like, man, this keeps on going. We keep on going. They're like, hey, there's a strip club up top. I was like, there's a strip club up top? I'm like,
kinda.
Well, okay. I'm like, we'll see. Because I'm like, this is Sturgis. I heard wild stories about Sturgis, but I never knew like what kind of stuff goes on here. I'm about to see like, you know, some good stuff. When you go up there, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, this is cool. You know, kind of throw some ones. I brought some ones, you know. And, man, there's this one chick. I'm like, hey, yeah, this is dope. And then apparently someone saw something in my pants. I don't know why you're looking, but hey, it ain't that big, all right? But and then I didn't know about this until like the next day, and they're like, "Yeah, Tourqed Up Trey." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
so everybody thought you had a boner in your pants.
Yeah, I don't think I
did. Strip club with no actual nudity.
Yeah,
technically.
I think I just wear a little bit tighter pants. That's all. I don't think I actually had a boner.
Okay. I get a boner just going on the highway sometimes. You know what I mean?
Road boner. We're not boner shaming over here. That's not what we do.
I was like, hey, relax, you fucking kindergartner.
Was it Jacob? I think it was Jacob that spotted it. That
I mean, it does make for a funny story, though.
Look at Trey. And it just kind of grew. And next thing you know, I think you got a hold of it, and it was like gold.
Yeah. I think people get a little twisted because I get like really amped up when I'm drunk. And
once we associated Torque with it,
fucking
game over.
Yeah,
dude.
I like it though.
You played it right. Just embrace it. Go with it.
Yeah. When we got back to Dallas and you had the stickers made, we were like, dude, he's leaning into it. It's good. It works well. You know what I'm saying? Because didn't you have like some foiled out stickers too, where it was like kind of like reflective or some shit?
Yeah, the hologram ones.
Yeah,
the first one to do it in the game.
You should you know how back in the day when you would do like basketball cards or comic book cards or whatever,
trading off.
Get normal ones and then get like a handful of the fucking like foil ones, and then only give the foil ones to like your good friends, like your top 8 on MySpace or some shit.
Yeah.
Like shit, like you're one of Trey's real good friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to play this sticker. We got to take the sticker game to the next level.
You're like, dude, where did you get that? Oh, that's
fucking make some NFTs,
that's only,
boys.
Some NFTs.
We can trade NFTs.
It comes full circle.
Man.
If you, I feel obligatory shout out anytime stickers are brought up. If you need a sticker, if you want a sticker, reach out to Mel at stickybomb_777. She will get you
like a mom to me in Daytona.
Dude,
it was awesome.
She's the performance mom.
Dude, she is. And Big Trouble, man, like for them to invite us over to the house and hang out, that was awesome. I have a drink with Big Trouble and the Blue Label. I was like, dude, this is cool. Label. Yeah, I was like, man, this is cool, man. I was like, I appreciate them. I really do appreciate them a lot for letting us hang out and stuff.
You recognize that guy?
Yeah, I sure do.
Get the big trouble.
That was awesome. Actually, you know what? Meeting more people in Daytona was cool. You know,
Yeah.
I think I talked to Bodywork Ben.
Yeah.
For like a few hours. Him and his wife are just sweethearts, good people, just
So great.
good, wholesome people. I met Ben T Moto. That dude was awesome.
Ben's cool shit. He was at fucking TT Vet still.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh man,
His brother is Grady, who
Really?
was there with that.
the lowrider, and then he had an
the
FXR,
Lucky
right?
Daves, the white and red one.
Those are pretty sick.
That's his brother? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's his brother. Yeah,
That's cool.
There were so many new people I met this time around that I feel like I met at Sturgis, but I didn't get to talk to.
yeah.
So I kind of got a little bit more of like kind of sit down and talk to.
Well, you know what's
people
really
like that.
different about Sturgis and Daytona? Like Sturgis is a campground situation, right?
Yeah.
So, like when we're back at the campsite and we're kind of like doing our thing, like a lot of people can't get into it,
Yeah.
right? Daytona, like there's you got a house
Yeah.
and you're at the bar, one of the two. So there's always that opportunity for people
Yeah.
to kind of,
Come through.
And
Yeah.
another solid group of dudes were the mercenary motorcycle dudes.
dude, yeah,
Dude, shout
they're
out to those
partiers,
guys.
man.
Oh,
Right
dude.
here.
I
Yeah.
thought I was ready, and they're like, "Hey, we're the mercenary." I was like, "Oh, let's go, dude. This is dope. This party, and we're fucking going at it."
They
this
kept you going,
first
huh?
night. Yeah, it was
They're
great
rad.
because we kind of have the same energy. We kind of have the same backgrounds and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they're young guys too, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck yeah, just let's keep on going." And I keep on seeing them the next day. They're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "This is dope. This is real dope." Mike, MGD or MGD.
Yeah.
That dude was.
He's so fun.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Oh man,
His wife was, it seemed like there was a lot of wives and girlfriends there.
you know, and
People fucking up taking their chicks everywhere. I don't know why
Yeah.
the fuck they do that.
I don't know. Everyone was cool. I kind of like to sit down and talk to everyone, kind of see what they do, where they're from.
It's nice it's nice to meet everybody's wives,
Yeah.
and especially if you can be cool and get a good impression, because then it seems
Absolutely.
like they don't mind. Then when it's like, oh, I'm gonna be around so and so, they're
Yeah.
like, okay, I like him. That's fine.
Yeah,
Have
Forever
fun.
Rad's wife, she was
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
she's
just
a
you know, just everyone just kind of meeting their better halves. I think that
Oh
was.
yeah, you
kinda
could have
cool.
met all those people at the camp out last year.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes things happen.
No, the mercenary dudes, those dudes have been like going at it hard. They came
Oh,
they
yeah.
came strong at the down south camp out,
Yeah,
and then they were in a lot of ways the party in Milwaukee.
Oh, absolutely.
During the Mama Tried weekend. So
dude, Sketchy Glide was dope as shit.
he was.
Yeah, dude, we're at the Bell
Travis is real
Brawl,
cool.
and I'm wearing the Outcast culture, the
Yeah.
do a wheelie pussy, and I hear, hey, I'm like, what? You, me? He's in the Lexan Moto, the booth.
Yeah.
It was a little different Bell Brawl. Like we couldn't really go back there, but he's like, let me take a picture, and everyone's like, who's this guy? Like what? Like taking pictures, and then like I'm like sitting there, I'm like kind of looking at it, and I hear, hey, I'm like, what? This guy again? And he's like, throws me a beer, and I'm like, hell yeah,
Nice.
That was nice. But who else did we meet, man? Chopsky, that
Yeah.
dude was cool. Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of sit there and talk to him, photography and stuff like that.
Jaden was asleep the whole time we hung out with Chopsky at Mark's
dude.
house.
Did y'all see where I passed out in the
I
car?
didn't,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
pass out. I was sick. I went to bed
dude.
early.
Did you see where I was passed out in the Uber?
Uh-uh.
Oh, dude, I got a full-on picture. I'm like on James' shoulder, just in the Uber going back from Big Trouble's house.
Yeah.
Just passed out, dude. We went. That was like our
Yeah.
last night. We had a good dinner. I had like a hurricane, and then some old lady,
A hurricane drink?
a hurricane drink. It just
Dude,
sounded good.
that was
It
my-
sounded
Trey
good.
drinks all his white girl drinks, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
get on that
Handle-
level. You
I
can't get
handle a
torqued up.
Goddamn Budweiser.
when I
The next
when I
day.
was young and I didn't drink in my 20s, and so I'd always heard about like a hurricane, like
Yeah.
oh, it'll get you fucked up real quick, and
Yeah.
I just didn't know that I just assumed that I wanted to hurry up and be fucked up instead of like, no, I want to enjoy drinking all day, right?
Yeah.
So I always try to get a hurricane somewhere where I would go because I like the most fruity fucking drinks that were out there. Sex on the beach,
Yeah.
hurricane,
Oh, dude.
fucking pina coladas, like fuck with your boy. That's what I was drinking back in the day.
trashed on some trash can punches yesterday,
Yeah.
dude. That's all I kept on having, and I was like, I gotta slow down on these. But we started with that, and then there was like this Babs, like just real 80s. She was like had her peak moment in the 80s.
Come on.
And,
the
I
80s?
called her.
Goddamn,
I called her
listening.
grandma. I called her grandma. That was the one I took a photo with, and she's like posing with
Yeah,
a cigarette. Yeah. And she goes, because I'm wearing an Assholes Live Forever jacket that says, drink tequila, tickle pussy. She's like, do you really drink tequila? I'm like, yeah, I do. 4 shots of tequila right now. And that's where we pounded out tequila. And I was like, oh.
You ordered 4 shots right
yeah.
there?
And then we freaking.
Were you trying to fuck this chick?
No, oh no, oh god, no.
Why'd you order? No. What prompted?
I was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
You're gonna challenge me.
Fuck that bitch. Yeah.
You're gonna challenge me, Grandma. I'm gonna prove a fucking point.
Yeah.
Meemaw's about to get it.
Yeah. And then we took a photo. That was
And
it.
then you fucked her in the bathroom.
Oh god, no! Please don't put that evil on me.
Whatever.
Don't
you
put that on me, Ricky
evil
Bobby.
Hey, respect your elders, dude. Don't talk
Oh,
about
man.
it.
And then we went to Big Trouble's house, and then of course you know how that goes. And I was like, oh shit, I'm really fucked up. And then I
don't feel like you know how like you're not supposed to mix like beer and you know what I mean? Like, was it?
Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
Yeah.
Liquor
Then
before
clear and
beer,
dark,
never
man.
fear.
I always feel like
I just don't drink liquor.
when I switch from like say if I'm drinking something vodka based and I switch to like tequila or not tequila but whiskey, like it fucks me up. Or if I go tequila to whiskey or something like that, it fucks me up bad.
So y'all know I got a bar like I go to regular. It's Bryan Street Tavern over in Dallas, and they're known for their green teas and their white tea shots. And that's all I get. And there's a couple of people that are like, hey, let me buy you a shot. I'm like, sure. And they give me fucking tequila. That ruins my day real quick.
Yeah.
Way to make me sick. Way to maybe like just fuck me up like that. That's rude.
That's what King Tony, when we were at the Windstar Casino, he was doing those green tea shots. They weren't bad.
No, green tea.
Oh,
shots are
I
good.
hate fucking shots. Like I feel like shots. I get the fun of it. I get the whole like the aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's like I get that, right? But I also hate the fact that like it makes my night go faster. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do the long marathon type drinking with you guys.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do 2 shots an hour, like that's like shaving down my lifespan right now for what I'm gonna be
It's
able
an
to do.
acceleration of the whole process. You're saying, I don't want the time. I don't want the other stuff in it. Give me exactly what gets me fucked up. Let me get it in me as fast as possible, and let's accelerate this whole process. That's why you gotta be real careful with shots.
I'm still about it.
I'll
Yeah,
take
white teas.
I'll
You
take
ever had
one
a
off
white
the
tea?
bat and then-
I haven't had it. What is in that?
It's instead of Jameson, it's just Tito's.
Okay.
And then have you ever orange tea? It's orange Jameson.
These tea shots, they have alcohol in them, right?
Yeah,
Or you just drinking.
dude. There's two different alcohols.
They just
It's
taste
it's a Jameson, peach snaps, and then like a
I had
sour
the orange
mix.
one.
When you say green tea
Oh,
shots,
you know we had the orange
I
one
picture
at
like
Bryan
the,
Street.
Yeah.
like the kid taking a shot
No,
out of like
Dolly-
the lid of a
Dolly
2-liter,
introduced-
like when you're a
Dude,
kid,
yeah.
practice taking a shot. Like, so you're just taking little sips of tea. Like,
Yeah,
fucking nerds.
Dolly knows I like green tea shots, and she's like, "How about an orange tea?" I'm like, "What's that?" She's like, "I got orange Jameson."
So bike night,
okay.
That
bike
was
night
good.
this Tuesday.
God damn.
What is it? What are we? It's like,
Like I'm down.
we should do
I'm
a
not-
shot. We should
Come
do
at
a
you
shot.
fast.
What did you say? A green? Which for someone that doesn't like shots, what do you think I should do for like
If you're feeling a little bit of vodka, you should do a white tea for sure.
a white tea?
White tea, just so good. You know how people are like, "Oh, Vegas bombs are the best shots."
Fuck that.
Yeah.
White
No, any of
teas.
those
White
tea
teas and
shots,
green
yeah,
teas.
Well, I mean, you've already had the one. Try that orange tea.
Orange tea's good too, if you got a thing for orange.
I've never been able to do tequila shots. I could do the rest.
I don't fuck. Yeah.
I
it's
think
hard.
James drank it all. The Resposado that Cruzy and them had when they were here.
Yeah.
Those go down real well.
Hey, cruisy though.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I drunkenly stole a bottle of tequila last
you
night.
did?
Oh yeah. What
a
was
nice
that?
one,
What
too.
happened?
I don't remember. Don't ask me. Ask one of these fucks.
We're walking.
All I know
We're
is
walking.
I'm
He's
seeing-
like,
You went to
"Hey,
go take a piss behind the beer tent.
all
like-
day. I was doing it all day.
Yeah,
There's like a 30-minute line to
there
take a
was
piss
like
in the truck yard.
he's over pissing here, like probably like piss
No,
rolling
it was
all over
not.
the fucking
It was
bartender's
not.
feet and shit.
It was not.
under the tent, and then
I was pissing in the dirt. The dirt was like soft. It was all getting soaked up. It was literally. It didn't
I'd say
bother
that
anybody.
too. No, but you did that for the like before we left, and so you went behind. I saw you go behind the tent. I was like, oh, he's just taking a piss, and then you come back and pull a fucking whole bottle of tequila out of your
Hey-o.
bag with the fucking little spout, the little
Like TABC violation. I could have went to jail last night. for
fuck
sure.
it." St. Patty's.
allegedly.
Anything goes. Allegedly.
No, I took it. I took it. No, allegedly. So, if you're a bar missing a ball of Casamigos from Saturday night, I apologize.
It's for the greater good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just never been that shot guy, and I feel like when you would, get like I don't want to rush through things. Like, I
Right.
want to, be able to hang out and be coherent for as long as I can during events and shit.
It's a marathon.
I think I just
and usually I have to drive home, so I don't want to do a whole bunch of shots. Yeah. And then
I'm right down the street.
Yeah.
From Deep
fucking dude, I drink and drive like a motherfucker.
Oh no,
I'm close.
Don't condone it, kids. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, the drinking and driving. Yeah.
Get you in trouble. A lot of trouble.
Be like that.
Have you had a DWI?
No, I can't. Can't for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
So
How old are you?
25.
Doing well for a 25-year-old. My brother's like 26, and he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I turned 26. I got a couple
Just
more weeks
saying,
before
I'm
I can reach
playing.
that. I
He's
turned
not a piece of
26 later this month. So
Nice. What are we doing your birthday? Shots?
yeah. I'm off.
Later this in
Dude.
March?
Yeah,
When's your
March
birthday?
25th.
25th?
Yeah, I think it's a Friday.
That's actually the date.
That's the day I'm going out of town, but
Oh,
we can celebrate a bike night, though, for sure.
sure. I think I'm working this Tuesday, but next Tuesday I'll be around. And hopefully,
See you next Tuesday.
hopefully, an FXR or bagger will be around.
Yeah. How much? What all are you doing to your bagger right now? I know it's at Justin's shop.
Yeah, it's at Justin's Ham High. Shout out to him.
Get all
Dude,
the
just about
performance
everything.
goodies, yeah.
You know, we got motor work. Eddie. I'll get to that here in a minute. Suspension. We're doing crossbars again. I got an HPI. Tracked down an HPI that was like unused from a dude. He's like, I thought it was gonna work for my mids. I don't want it. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
You put mids on this one?
No.
Oh.
Well, I might later.
The guy did.
Yeah, the guy did. I might later, but I'm just starting to get back to where I was, what I had. What else I
Pretty
got?
goddamn close.
I did the typical thing. I got some Bajas. I got moonshines. Not moonshine. They're like little 485 cam. See how that got? I got Thunder Max. Just pretty much where I was before.
Did you see the Thundermax booth at all? Hang out with the Millhouse, all those guys.
You know what? No, they didn't have a booth.
They were just there hanging
he was
out?
at HPI. Man, the setup at that destination Daytona kind of sucked. It was real crowded. How are you going to put HPI across the street? Like, here's HPI and here's Reinhardt. How are you going to do that? And there's like maybe a room for one bike to go through.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was kind of a little. There was not a performance alley like it was in Sturgis.
Yeah, we're actually so this year in Sturgis, we got Simpson. They're going to be setting up at Black Hills.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to help
Hell
get.
yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't know how I'm trying, but I'm trying by talking about it.
Some wizards.
I'm trying to get like them to be in the same area with HPI and all those guys.
That's dope.
Because my Sturgis this year, like I'm not taking the wife. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm not doing campsites. I'm going solo. If anybody else is going, I'll see you wherever you're gonna be at.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be probably hanging out at the Simpson booth the entire time and do the shows, and then stay at their house and try to bum in a little bit with that. But
I hear you.
been trying to talk them into coming to Sturgis for 3 or 4 years now, and they're finally on board.
Dude,
so
man, the amount of Simpsons we saw at Daytona too.
yeah,
Way more. I didn't see too many Indians either.
yeah,
It was a bunch of Harleys. Indian had like no presence at all.
Native Americans.
Yeah.
dude.
got a good story
watching
about
that
Indian.
I didn't watch the race, but just the highlights that came out from the Moto America thing.
Yeah. That Indian bike
fucking
killed them. Right off the start, killed them.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh,
killed
That shit was nutty.
That's it. Yeah, Tyler O'Hara.
They came back for vengeance. They're like, fuck that. We're not going to lose
Yeah,
again.
yeah. It was wild, man. Like I know SNS is a big part of that Indian team. But yeah,
It's killer.
that Daytona's a fast track. I mean, I think
Yeah.
a lot of it's just that oval. You know
I
what
want to go to the Milwaukee race. Did you
We're
see
planning.
that?
I think that's so. What we had planned to do was instead of like taking the wives and everybody going to Sturgis, we were going to do the hometown rally.
Yeah.
And do which is in Milwaukee during. Which is in Milwaukee, and that they're going to be having the BRL there that time, and we're trying to set up some more parties at House of Harley again, like we did for the industry party.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make that a trip, and then for some of us, we need to get Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and then wanting to do like the whole loop around the lake back to Milwaukee, and then all the wives can drive and meet us at like a house
Somewhere. That's cool. That's dope.
That way we can knock more, because a lot of the guys, the group hasn't done like the Midwest yet, you know, and we can knock off all those Midwest states.
Man, that'd be dope.
So
that's my goal at some point, is kind of ride everything.
Yeah.
Right now I got school coming up for my job, so I'm probably gonna miss Sturgis. I know I can make the Fast Life campout. Y'all's campout. I don't know why I said that. That's kind of stupid.
Your camp out.
Yeah.
Our camp out.
Our campout. But yeah,
Everybody's
that's about a
camp out.
6 month school. But once that's done, it's back on, baby. Bikes are gonna be done. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be getting it for sure.
How long you got to do school?
6 months.
That's not bad.
It's honestly, it's not. I say 6 months. It's like first 2 months is class shit, and then
It'd be different. Like our buddy James Jones, he actually told us that he was going to go to school, and then he turned into like, I went to school and then I got a baby, and so he's like,
no,
Remember-
this is for sure.
remember when he was-
I got school.
remember when
going
Jones
on.
like started doing the nursing school thing or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, but he went a different direction.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
took a construction. Now he's Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a construction job instead.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Nice.
Back to what Eddie's saying about our gay son Trey. So in Pensacola, we meet up, and you know, everyone's older than I am.
Is there any more beer in there?
Yeah, you want a Kentucky?
Yeah.
Everyone's all older than I am, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you're like our son." I was like, "Well, you're like my gay adopted dads." So it turned into every time we saw each other, I'll go, "Hey guys, these are my gay dads right here. They bought me my first Harley for my birthday. Come on, guys."
Yeah.
And everyone's all like, "What?" And then it turned into Chris Kane and go, "Hey guys, this is my gay son. We adopted him and this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks guys." So there's kind of a competition who can yell louder and stuff.
Who
like
could
that.
be the gayest?
Yeah, who could be the gayest?
I'll suck you off right now.
Yeah. You won't kiss me.
You know how not gay I am? I'll kiss you right now. Just to prove how not gay I am.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Oh shit.
Gay as AIDS, boy. So what are y'all planning on doing, like with the riding season coming up? Your bike, Kyle, hopefully will be done soon. I know Jaden's got the fire in his ass as well. What are some like not missing it things that you're planning on doing soon?
So back to what you were saying. Yeah, you're right. It's Fandango the first weekend in April, and then the Hand Built show in Austin, April 8th and 10th, and then the Fast Life camp out. So it's, I'm not going to Fandango. I don't know. I say that if everything's ready, it works out.
He wasn't going to the St. Patty's Day parade yesterday either.
Yeah.
And we're at Hooters, so you're coming. He's like, okay.
Cut to 1 a.m. Me and Jaden walking home from Reno's to his house down Main Street.
So yeah, never say never, I guess. But I don't have it. You know, my plans are, like I said before, just the Fast Life camp out and the big trip. You also brought up our Houston. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that block party, but if you can,
I'm gonna shoot for it
because it's gonna be fun.
Isn't like
That's so much fun.
What's the date on the Houston deal?
Oh, it's like the 16th. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's the
think that's right.
16th of April.
16th.
So I
It's like middle of
get
April.
my like my second set of what do you call it? So I have a retainer in right now, so it's real hard to fucking talk. But so I go in and they take the retainer out and they give me a bridge, but it's not the permanent one, right? And
It's
so
just
I
getting
go with
used
that
to
on
it.
the 13th, and I don't know how I feel after that or whatever.
Right.
So I want to go down there because I felt like every time I plan to go to a Houston Dyna Crew event, something happens and I end up falling through.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to have any free weekends in April to go anywhere because I'm going to have to be working on my bagger on the side trying to get it painted and done for the camp out. So
Yeah. I definitely want to go to Houston. There's a lot of people that I've been talking to on Instagram and like just kind of hitting up. And they know me, I know them, but we never met.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's about time that I'm like, all right, Man
it's a
up,
good
let's go
fucking
down.
Party. Is it at the same spot?
no, they got a new spot.
That's what I thought, right? But I didn't know if that was just
yeah.
renamed or whatever.
I'm real tired of driving everywhere. Like I'm ready to just ride somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good little ride.
Yeah. I'm just kind of sick of
It's a good boring little ride.
Yeah.
Unless you
with
go
the
off
homies.
the highway.
Because if you split it up, it's just kind of like
Yeah,
Make
jam
it
down
quick.
there just to get there.
Yeah.
and
I like
then-
what we did last time. We went to that bar before going out down to the
Yeah.
show.
But on the way back, do what I did last time. You go kind of cut through that national forest. That I think is it Davy Crockett, Sam Houston National Forest?
Okay.
And then that will put you back. You can link back up on 45 in like Huntsville. So what?
Nothing.
So yeah, you can link back up with that in Huntsville, and I don't know, it's like a third of the way that you're.
Yeah.
And that riding through that forest is fun.
Yeah.
It's cool little. And there's little side roads you can get off on and stuff.
Yeah. I need to go to Lubbock. I gotta go see my mom at some point too.
I actually like riding out that way, West Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you go to Palador, I think Friends was just there. Palador Canyon is actually really pretty,
sweet.
man. It is really pretty out there.
Go get you a steak and a canyon.
Fuck that. I know way better places than that.
You don't know
Yeah,
shit,
that's
dude.
that
Yeah, fucking big
72-ounce steak. It's like, fuck
Dude,
that
I would
shit.
explode.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
You see how small I am?
That's
blow
2 pounds
up,
of
dude.
meat. In case you, I watched one of those videos.
Yeah.
So there's something up. They when friends was talking about it, I looked at it. I guess they don't do them all live because I watched a video of like somebody that had done it 3 weeks ago. It's basically 2 giant steaks. Like she set one to the side and just started working on it, and then you have to eat a shrimp cocktail, a baked potato, and I think a little salad, and the steak.
That's
all
a lot.
under an hour. And
That's
it's so much food.
but I've seen people put that shit away like that. There's a guy I work with that can just eat for fucking ever, and he's not that big. It's just some people are just built. I'm built
different.
The shrimp cocktail, I don't get that. Like
I don't
with
either.
this-
That sounds weird.
It's part of the. I mean, that's part of.
You gotta
the
eat
thing.
4 hot dogs and then
Too many
all the
people are
steak.
passing it, so we're gonna add some weird shit to it to maybe make you throw up. Like
I've known guys that, like you said, just can put it away. And you're like, where's it going? I've never been that guy, but every once in a while,
yeah,
I feel like there's I don't know the formula, but I know that I've stumbled into it a few times where if you wait a certain amount of time that I can eat like 3 times more than I usually can. I'm like, I can't believe I'm still eating.
Yeah.
And but like again, it's not very often. It kind of picks its time when it's going to do it.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I've lost a little bit of weight with doing all this dental shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to get used to having this retainer in my mouth, so I'm eating normally again. I did realize last night, and no one told me this, but you don't chew gum with one of these things in your mouth because the gum just sticks to it. And like for the last day, I've just been trying to like grind off like the gum that's literally like permanently stuck to this retainer in my mouth. It's fucking gross. Yeah. Then I got super fucked up last night. Me and my wife went out and we had a good time last night.
Yeah.
And I slept in it. You're not supposed to sleep in it, I guess, in case you grind your teeth, you can break it or some shit like that. And woke up this morning, I was like, fuck.
Just breaking all the rules.
Trying to do it all right, man. I'm trying to follow the directions,
You should because, dude, like, my mom gave me retainer. I got retainers as a kid at 12 or whatever, and I got the braces, and then went through all that bullshit, busted my lips on braces and all kinds of nerd shit, and then you had to wear the retainers afterwards to hold the position. And dude, I wore them for like a week. Couldn't talk, spitting all over. I was like, fuck these things. I just took them out. I never wore them again. And now my bottom teeth are kind of like back. They're not terrible, but they're like, they went back to what they were trying to fix. So it's like I just wasted all that time and effort and all that. But yeah, I feel like you want to do it as a kid just to get out of the way, but also I'm a retarded kid, dude. Like you're not gonna get me to do shit, dude. Like
I'm an idiot as an adult. I'm horrible, but I make things so much worse and harder than they have to be. And same thing, I wore braces, I want to say like a year longer, maybe 2 years longer than I had to, just because I wouldn't wear my fucking rubber bands like that. Whatever the rubber bands were trying to fix, I hated the way like that. I guess restriction, like not being able to. It just is like a mental thing. I was like, I cannot take this.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't wear them, and I don't know. We finally figured it out enough. But
is it the rubber bands where it's like up and down?
Yeah. You'd like link it to like on here and here, and it'd be like a triangle or something.
Yeah, it's
and
a pain.
It pulls your mouth together and makes talking and everything else hard.
They want to make you like wear it during the day and like at night. It's like, man,
give you a strong ass job, boy.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if you just wore it at night, put them in and go to bed.
Yeah.
But it was like you're supposed to wear them all.
See, that's
the
what
time.
I used to do.
You're in class and like, read this passage. It just fuck all that. Dude.
what a nerd! Look at that nerd. He can't read.
Yeah.
I know.
Gay. Yeah, dude. That I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like I know that like what I'm doing isn't necessarily like the best fix in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's better to have like all your normal teeth, you know, like your actual grown teeth, if you will. But at the same time, it's like, man, you know, I didn't really grow up with the money. Like my parents didn't have the money to put me do that. And then when I started making money, my shit was so fucked that it costed more money to fix than I could afford. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I got to give a shout out to my mom because she came through like a fucking champ with this stuff, because I started doing the process in January. And so these last couple of baggers that I painted, all that money that I made that was like profit and not just going to paying the bills at the shop and everything, I put into this. So I'm like personally like $6,500 in on like fixing the shit. And then my mom loaned me $6,500 to pay for the other half, and I was going to pay her back, like, you know, give her $1,000 a month or something like that. And so when I went over to the house yesterday to show her like what was going on, she's like, hey, about that money, like, you don't have to pay me back. And I was like, say what? Like, I was like,
what you got going on, Mom?
It's a big fucking, well, yeah, my mom.
She wants to see if you're going to commit, I guess, right?
No. She, I don't think she
wanted loving her kid. Just
I mean, for sure. But the way that she like,
do you think it's kind of like, hey, you know, this is something I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it at the time.
Yeah,
that's she kind
of told me like she felt like she felt responsible for it in a sense, but it's also like one of those things where, you know, like I don't blame my parents for anything. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just is what it is. I mean, crooked teeth, whatever. I've had a great life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not like, I don't really look at it like it's held me back from much. Yeah. Maybe held me back from being a little bit more like wanting to be in front of a camera and talking and things like that. But, you know, at the same time, like my wife's hot. Yeah. I have a...
What else you got to prove?
I have a lot of really badass friends. Yeah. I do what I love every day, working on motorcycles in a sense. So it's like, you know, I don't want to woe is me anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like crooked teeth or not, I fucking
save that shit for somebody that really needs it. There was like somewhere there's a little kid born with leukemia or, you know, missing half its heart or, you know what I mean? I'm with you. Save the woe is me for people that really need it. Like, whatever I feel like sucks about my life, I'm better off than a lot of, not like in a bragging way, but you can walk around, you know what I mean? If it's cosmetic, you're good, dude. You're good.
You're better than people. It's okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
For a dude, it makes up for having a good personality, you know? Yeah. But if you're ugly, you're ugly. Can't fix that, bro. Deal with it.
Yeah, Big Trouble was telling me the other day is like something about like, it might have been this morning because I was fucked up, but basically it could definitely boost your confidence, having nice straight teeth, but it can also humble you as well. And not humble you in a like you got humbled, but you don't feel like you need to. I don't know. There was some power in his words. I haven't quite deciphered the wisdom, code yet. But the
wisdom.
I haven't moved on to Johnny Walker. I'm still on Jameson, so I don't know some of his mannerisms and lingo. So
hey, it was cool to.
I can't wait for when the process is done for you just to go full. I'm trying to think of somebody that always does like selfie videos, like, "Hey guys, Jace here. Hey guys,
Anchorman Jace here.
Yeah,
with your weather today."
Can't wait till they're fixed. You're just straight, just all the time.
Gary
selfie
Busey.
videos, explaining stuff. Like,
well, yeah, I mean that's exactly kind of the hope. Is to be, do more of that stuff. I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel. Anybody that listens to the Fast Life podcast and known they've heard me talk about that shit since damn near day one of doing a YouTube thing. And yeah, it's one of those deals where like when you put up a camera this close to your fucking face and you're talking, it gets a little bit difficult, especially for me being real self-conscious to just draw your eyes to the teeth every time. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like I'm hoping that, it won't be a problem anymore. Now the new problem would be how to make content that's actually entertaining or, insightful to somebody. That's the more important thing, but I'll be over my insecurities, if you will. Yeah. And I don't think that my shit's going to be perfect. It's just not going to be noticeable. And that's all I told the dentist that's, the people that's doing all the work. I'm like, look, I'm not looking for a Hollywood smile.
Right.
I want my shit to be healthy, and I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be a thought of my mind, like, oh, if that tooth wasn't this way, or, that shit. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you, man. Anything like that, that's a big, I don't know, it's just a big, especially if it's something that's always been in your head. It's a big weight off, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm truly happy for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fuck you, Kyle.
okay. Okay.
We, I'm about to demonetize this thing real quick. I bought my birth month in your Playboy last, or Kyle actually bought it for me. But we went to this.
Oh, yeah, everyone got one. And they're
Except for me, I wasn't there.
Did you disappear? I would have. I'd have bet $100.
Did they still have the
were with
magazine
us.
when you were born?
yeah, no shit.
Well, I get it. I get it.
That's the woke years.
Yeah, that's when they went online only.
Yeah. It's when they started posting dudes on their Instagram.
Right.
I told them, I was like, I already got my whole birth year.
I had my whole birth year over there on the shelf.
Yeah, they were like, it was like you said on eBay, it's like $30 or $40 for the whole goddamn
I gotta
set.
find the Easy Rider next.
Yeah.
I got my Easy Rider birth year too. There's some racist shit in there. Dude.
Hey, this is
There-
different times. Squares,
in the back of the so I have a 1982 the whole year of Easy Riders, and there's some cool shit in there, but in the very back you could do like it's kind of like a classifieds type situation. Could you imagine, like, hey, I'm trying to sell this Sportster frame, I'm gonna put it in a magazine,
right,
with a phone number, and some random dude's gonna call me from across the country. But there's also ads to join the KKK in there.
Yeah, everything
monetized.
everything was in classifieds back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that song. If you like pina coladas, if you actually listen to the words of that song, it is about cheating on his chick, putting it in a classified ad, like I'm looking for somebody else. A chick answers it. It's his chick. Like they both hated each other to the point that they went to the classifieds ads to try to cheat and ended up linking back up with themselves. Like that's the whole whatever the
feel good story.
But yeah, classified ads used to run the fucking world. I mean, that's how you would get a job. Like you got laid off or whatever, time for a job search. You sat the fuck down with the newspaper and the thing they do in the movies, that's not, you would circle it and you get a list of them and you call them, and classified ads, I mean, that was a real fucking deal, dude. And then, depending on where it is,
Did you ever have to like try to get a job that way?
Curious.
I don't think so. I think my jobs have all been knowing somebody, kind of thing, word of mouth or whatever. That sucks,
Sorry.
geezer.
Wow.
Hey, AJ. That sucks, dude. What the fuck?
But I remember I have looked through stuff and called about jobs and stuff like that. Like some of it more volunteer stuff.
Do you think everything has gotten better? Let me preface that. So, in a sense, to buy like vehicles, we used to have to do Auto Trader, right? And then Craigslist came along, and then Marketplace came along, right? Marketplace is a much better place.
Oh yeah. It's not sketchy.
Does it feel like it's definitely not sketchy, because you feel like most of the people even though the scammers they're moving.
Yeah, there's always gonna be scammers, but you could easily weed out the bullshit if it's bullshit.
It just feels like to buy shit back in the day, you used to have to go to garage sales. Like, who does that anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The only time you do it now is for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hey, let's go drive around.
We're driving by it. Fuck it, let's do
Thursday.
that.
What was it, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday? They would do garage sales like in the morning.
Yeah.
My
Usually it's
grandparents were fucking into that shit. Dude. That was
garage
their thing.
sales? That's still going. I don't think that'll ever stop.
Nah, that's too easy. I mean,
Yeah,
just
it's
set
easy.
off some shit and get rid of it.
There's a
Or
lot
you
of
set it on the
people
curb for free, and people
Yeah.
come pick it up.
The garage sale though, it's like one of those deals where like people are not expecting to pay a lot of money for anything.
Right.
And so I felt like if you have something that's actually worth something, you put it in a garage sale, it's like,
Oh, dude.
they're walking up trying to haggle. You're like, dude, it's a fucking $1. I'm not giving it to you for 50 cents, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking gave my Pokemon card collection to my little brother. I mean, I'm talking had a holographic Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur on that bitch. And he sold every one of those cards for $1
Venusaur.
at a fucking garage sale. And dude, I still want to fuck him up for that, dude. Like, I gave those to you to fucking
Protect
for our legacy. This is gonna get us. You know what I mean?
Is this the brother that did the stand-up bit?
No, my older one. They're both wild.
Well, I gave my brother a painted skate deck I did a long time ago, like probably one of my first skateboards, and then he put trucks on it and skated it.
Thanks,
Like,
bro.
Now, I mean, I have the skateboard now, the whole thing. But
Same concept of getting a paint job on your bike and riding it around. What's you
Shit,
supposed to
except
do?
you're not sliding your tank on a fucking rail.
Yeah.
Like on purpose, anyways.
No, the garage sales. There's a lot of people that, man, they can't afford to go to Target. They need something. Garage sales, they'll never stop. It's like a community thing. There's a neighborhood in Oak Cliff. I dated this chick a handful of years ago. One of her friends lived there, and it was like a neighborhood thing. Every house on the block, I guess, would recruit like they did. Like, she reached out to her homegirl, hey, if you have anything, we're doing like, it's like a neighborhood sale. And you just walk up and down the street, and literally every yard has a fucking yard sale.
That's an Oak Cliff, dude. That's just some hipster shit. That's all that is.
Not
They're selling
hipster.
It's
crystals and
hipster now,
fucking-
dude. That
Not
North
hipster,
Oak
there's a lot
Cliff,
of-
Bitch
I don't-
Parts, that's
I don't
hipster,
know,
bro.
They're
immigrant,
selling fucking
whatever,
crystals and
like-
pine cones at that bitch.
Yeah, you got to go to South Oak Cliff.
But it's like trick or treating. A lot of the people that were there drove in. They don't live in that neighborhood, but they come in there because, again, they can buy a stroller haggle it down for $20 as opposed to going to Target or somewhere else.
more of those?
Paying 3 times as much.
yeah, I mean, it's like the
I'm
concept.
too lazy to do garage sale. I just give it away. Like I said,
That's mostly where I'm at. Like actually, funny enough, I hit Jones up yesterday because I was going through all my clothes. I have just like way too much bullshit stashed away. I probably got about 6 pairs of Levi's 511s, good jeans, but they're 3430s, and your boys are thick now. So I'm just like, I gave up. I'm like, I'm not fitting in these anymore. And not only that, I moved on to 501s. I'm a fucking man now. But I know Jones isn't in all that gay shit, so but he's that size, so I'm like, just
Where you at now? 36s?
36s, baby. And honestly,
How old are you
dude,
now?
there are some pants where a 38 might just be a little bit more comfortable, but I haven't.
So
I'm 33.
I'm thick, okay?
Yeah.
I'm thick.
Damn, boy.
And I wear between a 38 and a 40. Like,
Yeah.
some jeans, a 40 is perfect. Some jeans,
Right.
38 is perfect. Like, right now, I'm on 38s.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I remember my 36 days.
Dude, I'm telling you, I got down to those 34s. I'm just like, it's just not worth. And honestly, even if I get back down to them, I still think a 36 will just be more comfortable.
This is what I do, though. Like, when I have, like, I've always bought lots of clothes and shit like that. My guest bedroom that everybody sleeps in when they come to the house, that closet is full of the clothes that I hope to get down back to.
Yeah, that's what these are, dude.
So I got like these pants that were like super sick, had the fucking tears in them, pre-made.
Janko jeans.
Nah, that bitch is fucking.
See, I only have T-shirts as far as like things I want to get back into.
Yeah.
Pants, I have so few pants, and I
They
kind
go
of
bagger jeans, huh?
that I get rid of them.
Y'all see that Big Will Cody agreed to do to let us turn his Big Will back into a performance bagger like
Isn't that a goddamn shame?
Donnie Hill?
We're like, hey, fuckface, we will do it. Like, let's do this shit, dude. And he's like, fine. He's fine. Like, he's just whatever about the whole situation.
forgot
But I'm
about
like, do
it.
something with it, dude.
Cody was in
peer
Daytona
pressure.
too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Be more memorable.
Yeah. Love you, Cody.
No, Cody's a gangster.
Yeah.
I know. As far as the drive, we were talking about that. Jetty said he's out on Craig's campout down south. He goes, dude, I'm just same thing you said. He goes, I'm so fucking tired of going to Florida.
It was a rough drive.
Jetty rode last year to Daytona with me. Went to the down south, and then was back to Daytona. So I see where you hit Florida 3 times in like 9 months ish.
Yeah.
and it's a lot. You're all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck?
That's
dude?
why I was saying that, like, Florida cannot be selfish. I know it's a tough one for Craig, because he's got a good thing going down there, but for us that make the travel to Florida multiple times a year, that panhandle looks way sweeter than that fucking the ball sack down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Alabama.
Look,
I'm not against flying into Jacksonville and hanging out with Mark and then going wherever.
flying into Tampa, dude,
is
and not
the-
having a ride at all.
Well, but I would gladly
Right,
take a
I'll
ride
go
with
hang out.
Mel
Yeah,
or Mark.
for sure, for sure.
Whoever.
I had a good time in Jacksonville.
Dude,
You know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
saying I
We
wouldn't
do
have a
too.
good time.
Yeah.
But, and well, obviously Mark being there, it's a reason to go to Jacksonville instead of somewhere a little bit closer.
Dude, I mean, in Jacksonville before the down south, I felt like star-studded, like, oh my God, I'm with all these badass motherfuckers, you know, hanging out with Jetty, Sit Down Steve, you were there, fucking
That's like
RG
Jace.
Destroyer was there,
Oh, that dude was
fucking My
great.
Machinist was there, and then Big Trouble, and was David fucking with us that night, or was he not there? I
I
couldn't
think
remember.
Dave was doing something. I don't think he got there
Yeah.
until the next day.
Like, just a good fucking time, man.
Yeah.
And wild night.
Yeah.
Fucking wild times. But yeah, I like that. I had fun doing that just as much as I had fun doing the Florida-Bama the year before. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah, that's why I keep telling everybody, like, I need to balance this going east shit with going west. I need to do more going that way because the open road and the riding out there really kind of like centers me in a way that I can go put up with the horrible riding of going southeast.
Right.
Not necessarily east, but southeast. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's too much fucking flatness on a
What were you
fucking-
saying a minute ago about what events were we looking forward to? Did we finish that? Or I feel like I kind of derailed it at some point.
I'm sure we all.
Well, I mean, I think
We're
we ended at just the ones that are coming up to Fast Life.
Yeah. And I know what you said. I've listened to a couple of the other things. We were trying to slow play Fast Life. I'm not about to turn it into that, but I ain't slow playing it. I'm looking forward to it so fucking much.
Yeah.
And it is going to be fun. And it's about that time where you're right. When I see you reposting stuff where people are tagging you, they're doing the, like, it's the same kind of vibe as like, oh, almost Surge time, almost Daytona time,
Yeah.
getting ready, can't wait to go. That fires me up so much. I love seeing that people are excited about this. And
Yeah.
I was talking to my mom's husband about that today, just as far as like, just kind of the details, just kind of what we do. And he asked, he didn't ride a motorcycle. He doesn't know what the fuck, his biker, in his brain, his is the same, is the hog chapter guy. That's what, he thinks
He brings your mom out. We're gonna molest her.
that's Kyle's plan.
Dump
Good luck,
Mile.
man. That's Kyle's plan.
Dump
I
a
would
mile,
never-
Mom.
I would never fucking.
But yeah,
Disrespect Miss
they may
Hayden.
keep the dogs that weekend.
I can see Kyle like doing it just to get you to have to call him stepdad.
I'll never call you dad.
Shit.
I'll never, even if
You better not get in my face. I'll drop that
Yeah.
motherfucker. I'm not calling him dad.
I'll never call you. Dad.
even if there's a fire.
I'll call you my brother.
But that's so. Yeah,
Gotta call me
yeah.
dragon.
So that was the thing. The whole point of that
What's the
is,
mother lover? Fucking.
I'm your daddy brother.
That was at Justin Timberlake and Andy Samberg, the Lonely Island, where they fuck each other's moms. You ever heard that song?
I remember that song. I don't remember the details on it.
You're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mother.
Never heard it.
Dude,
I
so
remember
good.
That. I remember that.
That Lonely Island shit back in the day, that's the real island shit right there.
I
Those
was in
dudes,
middle
Those are the
so
real
hard.
island boys.
The real island boys. Yeah.
But yeah, as far as what, just to expand on a point we've said before, is not, this isn't like a cool kids club or riding only. I've been telling you I'm trying to get my buddy Jordan to go. You've got your buddy, your two buddies that come that don't ride. And like I said, Tara threw it out to my mom today. She's talking about keeping the dogs while we're there, Thursday through whatever. She threw it up. She's like, y'all should come up like Sunday or something. Just come have some beers and hang out like the last day. And I was kind of going over to him, like just the big trip and just kind of our scene. And yeah, he asked if we're doing any like biker games, like the weenie thing and the slow races. Said, I don't know. It's not like off the table. I told him about the syrup chugging we did last year. And
That shows
first
epic.
got to go jump in the river and stuff like that.
We got to come up with a bunch more fucking challenges
Yeah,
because
I
we're
was
doing
thinking about
giveaways
that.
every night this
Yeah.
year.
Nah,
So-
yeah, we can come up with some shit. That'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
I'm excited
so
to go.
The whole point of that is that they may show up like that Sunday. I'm kind of hoping not. I know she's not listening, but it's one of the things. If they show up for a few hours, cool. But that's the vibe. Like if you got a cool aunt and uncle, your mom or what, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They may not want to do all 4 days of it, but it's just that fun where it's about being around people you care about. It's kind of the way I look at it.
You know, I've been getting hit up by a lot more chicks about coming out. And I say chicks, it feels weird to say that, but a lot more women.
You can call them bitches like you usually do.
Okay.
God damn.
Ruined it already.
Holy shit.
I've been getting it all
Demonetized. I'm joking. That was a joke.
You're fucking canceled.
That's cool, though.
There's a lot of other, like, just solo chicks that are, like, talking about coming out. And I'm worried, but I'm also, like, hyped because getting, you know, I mean, when you can have an event and you can get chicks that are single there, that makes it more enticing for the men that are there that are also single, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody comes to the camp out looking to hook up. I think if you've done anything in this biker event, in this biker scene, you already know that those aren't. You don't come to any event looking to hook up, expecting to hook up. Fuck, you shouldn't even come wanting to hook up. You should just become ready for a weekend of
killing
stuff
the vibe, dude.
Yeah, that's
Hit
what
Tinder
happened to
when
me
you
in
get back,
Sturgis. I wasn't looking for anything. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that to later.
Now you're
You wanna-
married almost.
Okay, Romeo over here wants to talk about his love story.
No,
Go ahead, Trey. Come on. Let's give us the how
that
you two
old
met.
flame.
Give us the how you two met.
That old fling.
Oh, we're doing this.
How'd y'all link up? Like, what was that story?
So, I remember Doc, Josh.
Dump real quick.
He was like, hey, he's like, you've been talking about that Thermax. Buy it. I'm like, oh, it was the night before. I think he was getting his HPI done. I was like, no, man. I was like, I don't know. And Millhouse was like, yeah, we'll hook it up. I'm like, okay. He's like, just come by in the morning. Be the first one here in the morning. We'll open up, I think it was like 9 or 10. I get there, and he's like, here's a shirt. Wear this shirt. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'll wear y'all's shirt. And we're there early in the morning. I'm like the first one there. They're barely just setting up. I'm like, I don't know why I'm here this early. Went to go get some food and stuff like that. They're doing their thing. It's starting like, I think it's like 11 now or something like that. You know, everyone's starting to show up. And here comes old Nikki, baby, rolling up with her grandpa. So they go to Sturgis together. She rides with her grandpa.
That's cool.
So I'm sitting in there just looking like a doofus, just like hanging out. I have their shirt on.
Pretty on brand.
Yeah. I'm like, obviously I'm the youngest dude there, just kind of like, hey, what's up, you know? And I see her, she noticed me. I'm like, hey, what's up? Start talking. And I'm like, wait, I don't work here. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, she's like, oh, no, that's okay. I'm like, yeah, you know, like, I'm here. This is my first Sturgis, this and that. Like, we're kind of connecting a little bit. And I was like, you know, my grandpa, he passed away from cancer like 2 years ago. And I was like, he used to come to Sturgis. He was like an OG, you know.
I missed it. I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Did she ask you, why is your penis erect right now?
Oh, my God. Why are you torqued up?
Why are
Trey,
you
right?
hard?
Why are you so torqued up right now? And then,
Torque the spec, baby.
yeah, I'm like, we're talking about Sunday. And I was like, yeah. I was like, let's go have some drinks Sunday. She goes, okay. I'm like, all right. She goes, can I get your number? I'm like, yeah, you can. But in my mindset, I was kind of like, hey, I'm here, like, hanging out.
Is it not weird, like, to be with you, like, for her, if she was with her grandfather, but, like, meeting a guy there?
Yeah, so that's why I was kind of like, I was trying to be respectful. Like, hey, I'm here kind of representing, like, Thermax. You know, I have their shirt on. I'm not here to be like, hey, what's up, girl? Like, you know, you want to get up in here, you know, kind of thing.
Not up
Little
in
did
there.
you know.
Yeah, get up in here.
She did
You
want
want to
to
take
get
this
up
chance
in
to
there.
announce
Yeah.
that Thundermax is sponsoring you for the 2022 Tourqed Up Trey season?
I wish, but no, I'll pay for it.
Shit.
So
No,
anyway,
I just feel like it would be, like, super weird to the story of her riding with her grandfather Sturgis, like, that's epic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do something like that, that's cool as shit. But
yeah.
I guess now is her being an adult now doing it still, and then
Yeah.
she meets somebody there.
Well, we're the same age too. Same year, same month. It's crazy. And she's from
13?
California.
Samesies.
And so we go out Sunday night, and like that's where like where's like everyone's where you been? I'm like
Smell my finger.
out and about. No man, we killed it. We had a blast. Just
Did you like go pick her up, like take her on a legit date on your
no,
bike?
she drove down there in their truck. They I guess they camped out and stuff like that.
Say
but-
it. Kyle's got a joke.
What, Kyle?
I can see it on his face. Say it.
Smell my finger.
Yeah.
What, you did that? No, I stuck my fingers in her grandpa's mouth. Just Some dumb shit.
But anyway, we had a great time Sunday night.
Yeah.
And then we've been together ever since, I guess. We've been just hanging out, going to see each other every month. So
Oh, that's so awesome.
yeah.
Where'd she live?
Sacramento, California.
Sacktown.
Actually, she's coming here this week. She'll be here this week. So yeah.
Bringing her to bike night?
No.
Why not?
She gets here Wednesday. Yeah. Yep. And then we're going out to Nashville together. We're gonna fly out to
That's pretty
Nashville, do our little birthday party, and then
Yeah, Nashville's like the.
Well, you're taking sand to the beach there,
Yeah,
my man.
dude.
I'm sorry to tell you. Take her to like Oklahoma City or something.
Do you think there's like a? Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. She's coming out. So, like, have y'all gotten to the point where, like, y'all talked about moving any places together, or
Yeah.
not necessarily together, but like
here.
here?
Yeah, for sure. She loves it out here. I took her when she flew in. I think it was like in October. That was crazy because the week of my bagger got stolen,
Oh fuck.
and like actually the day before she flew in, I was like, holy shit! I was like, my back got stolen. My bike got stolen. I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, oh, I want to ride. And I was like, I know, I'm sorry, but like, it was just crazy. Now you know.
ride.
I wonder
Yeah.
if she was, which obviously not you met her, but I like the idea of like if y'all hadn't met,
Yeah.
you telling her that right before she comes and it just being like you're
Yeah,
the,
no,
internet
we
troll.
joke about it all the time. It's just like every time I come here, like there's no bike. I'm like, I really
catfishing
don't ride.
motherfucker,
Yeah, I'm a
dude.
catfish. I'm a motorcycle catfish guy.
Catfish. Oh, catfish.
But no,
Trey.
she's
Promise
she's
him a
been
ride,
she's
never
been a
do.
rock. She's been a true rock, and I appreciate her
Yeah.
100% because man, it's just I was like in the wrong
How
mindset.
has like doing a long distance relationship been?
Actually pretty good because like I think it's helped me with communication, and I've had a problem with that for a while now. But communicating, like talking about our feelings.
I feel like a chick is talking to me right now.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
We're realizing this shit at 25, but we're over here just being
As
like,
much
"Go
as
away."
as much as I would love to take a 5-yard running head start and just kick him in the nuts right now, he's being accurate. I've had a long where when all you have is talking, you
Yeah.
have to there's
Yeah.
no you can't hang out whatever. All
Yeah.
all it is FaceTiming or talking.
Yeah.
it helps you get better at it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how me and my wife met. Like,
yeah. Oh,
she-
she's from California too, right?
she's from there, but when when I met her, she lived in Florida.
Crazy story how that came all in, but we could talk about that later. But she's really helped me a lot in a bunch of ways.
When you're dating a chick online or you meet her, it's a long distance situation. As long
Yeah.
as there's like a common goal, like, look,
Yeah.
we're hitting it off. I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Those weeks or months or whatever it takes, those conversations, you really get to know somebody, and you end up falling in love with a different part of the person than you
Yeah.
would, or than you maybe more commonly do when they're like down
Yeah.
the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mentally we know each other real well and everything like that. And physically, like when we're in person, it's a blast. I mean, we go all out. Obviously when we go to Nashville, we're having a blast. We're having 2 days here in Dallas, and we're doing like 3 days in Nashville. So it's just gonna be
Never
awesome.
been
And she's so down for the bikes, and she wants
Yeah.
to ride and get to know everyone. I think that to
Yeah.
me means a lot more than most people would be like, oh, I don't know about that.
Donnie Hill said it's the view on here.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, Donnie, I'm right
You
there
will
with
like
you.
it.
Okay, you can see me, look right there, zoning the fuck out, dude. Nah, but that is dope, though. We're happy for you, Trey. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Trey got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Good job, Trey.
Yeah. The last place I expected. But yeah.
Nah, well, I mean, what's dope is like, even like with the, Jetty and
Yeah, they
his
were telling me
chick.
about that too.
Jetty met her at the campout,
Yeah.
and I saw that she just sold her house and she's moving in with Jetty. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I've
Dude.
known Jetty longer than I've known all of the homies
Really?
here.
Jetty's awesome too, man.
And
Tap the fucking brakes, man.
Jetty's awesome too.
but seeing him really find somebody that really is complimenting to him, and
Yeah.
he enjoys her, like they're a great fit, and like I'm just stoked that like people are fine, like they're doing this thing that they felt guilty for doing, being selfish and going riding and having
Yeah.
fun and doing events, and all of a sudden they meet people that is more what they actually need in life, like yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like if you want to find a chick that's into bikes, what better place to find one than than Sturgis? But it sucks because most people are looking across the bar for the hot chicks, and they don't realize that sometimes it's a girl in the same area as you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get off Tinder, buy a bike.
Yeah.
About that
There
one.
you go. Next T-shirt. There you go.
Yeah, I get it for sure, guys.
You said get off Tinder and buy a bike?
Yeah.
I disagree with that. Buy a bike and stay on Tinder.
No,
Oh, maybe not for you. Is that, was that your
I'm
personal?
actually terrible at those apps. I can't do them.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh
my
man, I
friend.
can't. I'm just I'm a
Shooting
more
fish in
in-person
a
guy.
barrel.
You know, I can't. I'm bad at them.
So I'm a good date guy. I'm
Yeah.
not a good have a
date you.
relationship,
Yeah,
build a
I'll go
life
on
with
I'm
not a
guy.
good man.
Yeah, I'm not a.
I'm toxic F.
I've got about 3 or 4 encounters before I'm probably going to lose interest. And but in those 3 or 4 encounters, I'm going to make you feel awesome. We're going to have a bunch of laughs. We're going to have a bunch of fun. And after that, all right, see you later.
It's kind of
Hey, you're lingering.
So yeah, I love the dating apps because, like I said, it was an almost instant. Like there's like players that like used it for hookups and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was never hookup guy on the apps. Like I just couldn't.
You're just
I don't have
like
whatever
to
it
waste
takes-
money on dates.
I don't know.
drinks.
This guy,
Hey,
he's about
girl.
to kick me in the nuts for saying this. I don't know if you call it values or whatever, but I don't have the game. It's probably more realistic to like pull the whole like we match and go, hey, you want to come over and hook up? Like, no. Hey, you want to go have a beer? You want to go grab some dinner sometime?
You play the long game. You do the same thing as do you want to fuck? You just buy him a hot dog. Like, and get the fuck out of here.
long, baby.
I buy him some Mexican food and tell him some shitty jokes first.
Oh, you're so funny.
No,
Give me some
I'm
margaritas.
definitely down to go to church on Sunday. Let's go. Yeah.
I've really been meaning to get back in it. I love
We're
God.
out- we got some buddies, and then I guess we got
Yeah,
yellow
they're all
buddies in the
down.
fridge. I got you. I got you. I got piss again. Unless you good, you got piss.
Yeah, I'll piss. You want to piss together?
Well, no, because we. Hey, any other day I'll play swords with you all day.
Hey, bust his balls. Ask him the
Grab
last
some
time he hung out with
yellow
the
bellies
Odin
on the
guys.
fridge. Yeah.
Oh, like I did.
Josh, dude.
Josh,
His face, he just kind of, I was like, I told you about that where he goes, Josh is standing there and he's got that Odin jacket on and Jace kind of pulls on and he goes, when's the last time you hung out with those guys? And he was just like, what? Like, you weren't even talking about it. It was just like, it was such a kick in the nuts. It was just like, dude, Josh's face is like, oh, it's going to be one of those nights. Well, I'm so glad I showed up. And, but then y'all ended up talking and having a good time or whatever. No, it made me laugh too. I was like, it was the epitome of like, I told you, if friends would have been there, friends would have said, man, shut your ass up.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, he'd have fucking told Jace, shut up. But,
Hey, dude, friends.
but nobody was there, so
throwing through.
Josh was like, immediately went into like, it's good stuff. It's like, yeah, he started trying to explain it.
Shit.
I love it. It sucks because like some people just I don't know I guess when I joke with people, I like to pull on the things that are kind of close to them, so that it can kind of feel personal and not so much as a
So
joke.
you got the upper hand.
Yeah,
It's a dominance thing.
but no, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I don't know, like over branded clothing. To me, sometimes like a t-shirt's a t-shirt, right? But when you
Right.
have jackets and there's logos the size of your whole fucking arm and on every part of it, it's like, bro, we
South
get
Pole
it.
fucking-
We get it. I used to have a Pennzoil jacket when NASCAR jackets
Okay,
were fucking
then.
a thing, right? You know? But it does get kind of weird where, you know.
Simple is better in a lot of ways.
Well, it's like that whole concept of like waving a flag, like, hey, I'm into this too, guys. You know what I'm saying?
All of them. My man.
But no, with Doc, it was one of those deals where I was like, do I want to be a shit talker tonight or do I want to just drink? I want to be who do I want to be tonight? Do I want to like be an encourager, a shit talker, or
It all kind of flows together,
Whatever,
though,
you know?
in the long run.
You had us in the first half, not gonna lie, because then you ended up talking to Kenny and his wife for like 2 hours, and every time I would look over, like we talked for a while, and I just kept checking in on you. And every time I look over, you're talking with your hands, like you're really into it. I don't know what the fuck y'all were talking about.
I don't
but
remember. Yeah.
y'all were having a very
Well, that's how it
great
always is,
conversation.
though. You talk a little shit just to get shit interesting, and then you actually start talking about real fucking shit. I mean,
Yeah.
You're not gonna sit. Yeah.
We have a little side nugget off of that whole thing. Dude, we've got such a solid group of dudes in Dallas. Like, there's obviously, the guys on the wall, the FL, whatever, like the guy, like the ones that we were all kind of hanging out a few years ago. Man, there's been such a, I don't know about steady.
I feel like we got an NBA D League that we're working on right now.
Yeah. But like I said, between guys like him and Josh, and I'm brain farting, so I know I'm missing like
Cano, Brody's actually come around and actually.
There's so like weird.
Not that he was a bad dude before, but he's coming around and being a little bit more involved in us, and getting to know him's been pretty dope.
I had a good time the night we were hanging out the other night at Bike Night. But we really are lucky to have a very big, diverse group, and it's, man, you should appreciate. Don't ever look if there's guys that maybe you don't really click up with. Don't ever look at it as like watering down or whatever. Look at those guys as an asset. Steve, Scooby Steve or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's so many guys that when you think about,
So awesome. Later this month, I'm supposed to have a podcast with Scuba Steve, Wes.
Yes.
And Jamie.
Those LTD boys?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because those dudes here in Dallas are like some of the OGs.
Hard,
when it comes to Dynas, FXRs. And
get Sonny on that.
Yeah, I could, but I only have 4 mics.
I wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't do podcasts. He's like, I don't want to be on camera, bro.
Yeah. I got a case right now. I can't be on camera. But no, those guys, because I've got stories with them. My first Giddy Up was with them. My first Texas Hills was with them as well. We just got a lot of fucking crazy stories. Like, in a weird way, it's like kind of like the real history of like the performance scene in Dallas, and it really did start with those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before the Dyna crew, before our shit at Anvil, it was those guys, and then our shop came along and we kind of brought the LTD crew around everybody else. Yeah. And then the scene kind of, I don't know, I'm excited to do it.
That's awesome.
Those
really
are solid dudes.
Yeah.
Meeting them all. Hell yeah.
You gotta drink, Trey. When we both drink like that, when we create the dead air, you gotta drink too. I'm just messing with you.
I'm new.
I'm just making it.
I'm new. I'm learning.
How's your first podcast going?
Dude, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I've been curious. I was talking.
He was excited. He picked me up on the way down. He's like, "I'm excited, man. I'm ready for it." I was like, oh, what? I was like, "What are you talking?"
I like your energy, man.
Podcast.
You came in here correct.
Yeah. So I was always curious at kind of like how the formatting worked, because I never been part of kind of like anything like this. So, kind of picking it up and just going with it. And honestly, it's kind of like just being another bike night, just talking how we do.
Yeah, for sure.
And that, I think, once I kind of realized that, I was like, all right, we're gonna be all right.
If you don't look at the TV, it feels like you're just hanging out with.
Yeah, I've been kind of like looking at it, just kind of like, oh, that's what's going on there.
Oh, you were at the bathroom when he
said,
my
man.
Yeah, just kind of serious, like behind the scenes. I guess it's kind of cool. Actually, this is my first time at the shop. Yeah, so I never been here, so I'm kind of like, and I'm all about history and like what's going on. And
what do you think about that T-Sport?
Oh yeah, that's sick.
It's gonna be so sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be stunting on these hoes, motherfuckers.
I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna finish this bike, and as soon as I ride it, the motor's gonna blow.
Oh god,
that's my luck, man.
Mark, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be so happy the weekend of the camp out. You're gonna be sitting something sick.
Yeah. No, I like to see the history of Jace. From the sport bike to the big old baggers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, gotta own that shit, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Hey, we sell ours somewhere. We gotta start somewhere.
What sucks is I rarely would ever post pictures of the big wheel stuff that I was, a lot of cool bikes I painted, but when you post them online right now, it's like they don't.
It's a lot of hate.
It's like, I don't want to.
Actually, I don't think we saw any big wheel baggers at Daytona. They were just all the fat tires.
They trust me, they
were
were
there
there.
this weekend.
They were there.
I don't fucking see.
And if not, they're there this weekend.
I might have been a little bit torqued up, but I didn't see any.
Well, it feels like Daytona's been going on 2 weeks now. Like I think Steve.
It's over today. It's over.
Steve was like, "Who's still in Daytona?" I was like, "Jesus, who is still in Daytona?" Like,
yeah. Everyone did about 4 days there, and then most of us left. I was like, "Geez."
Most of the big wheel crowd show up the second week.
Yeah.
And it seems like the performance guys were there that first weekend.
Oh, dude, it was nothing but like performance dudes and stunt dudes everywhere, just being rowdy as fuck.
That's cool though. Like, you can separate it that way though. I know it's always been separated in one way or another, but like, I don't know. I feel like the big wheel crowd and all that stuff's always gonna be the.
Yeah.
Didn't really get a lot of dominance from our buddy Great Value Sit Down Steve or Great Value Sea Bear.
Yeah.
Sit Down Steve.
Hey, dude, actually, so like at the Bell Brawl, they did the first round.
How was the Bell Brawl? Because I saw
Pretty legit.
It looked like they were
had
tighter.
the 17-year-old dude killing it, just killing it on the sport. He was 17. Everyone in the crowd was all about it. I will say, like the Harley
pink male adult. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
I think that Harley had a little bit more hand into the Bell Brawl because after the first round, we kind of got all back there.
Explain that. What do you mean?
I'm getting to that.
That's what he's doing.
Fucking second.
He's talking still.
Yeah. So after the first round, they're like kind of opened up the gate, and we went back there, and I'm kind of chilling with the riders. I'm like, this is cool. Like, be cool. You know, Junkyard Kitty rolls by me. He's like, sup? I'm like,
cool.
sup? Yeah, I belong here. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sea Bear's like right there. I'm like, this is cool. Like, just be cool. I'm more like Kano and Austin. And then the Bell Brawl guys like, hey, Harley's like, y'all can't. It only has to be riders back here. Like, they're freaking out. No one can be back here. And like, they kicked out everyone except for the riders. I was like, damn, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, because the one in Sturgis was like, it is what it is.
We're under the Lexington.
That's where they learned.
Yeah, we're under the Lexington.
Yeah.
With
That's
all
what they
the
learned
riders.
that, hey, this is just for riders because these bitches can't get out of here because there's too many of those idiots standing around.
But yeah, for a few like minutes there, I was like, yeah, this is cool shit.
Be dope. They had like it was all like a dark room, but there was like chicks twerking in there.
Yeah,
like it's just this whole stunt world is like you walk into this room of all the riders, you're just sitting back in there doing hella drugs
just sitting
and shit.
there, just like, what's up, dude? I'm like, yep. Everyone was cool for the most part that met.
So CJ Barham, he's been doing like the concrete cowboys thing.
Their reel was sick.
Exactly. So it's like the first episode was like all the trip to Sturgis, and I think the next episode is like, or not Sturgis, Daytona, and the next episode they're dropping some more shit. But that kid's been fucking like, he's been coming into like, I've been following him for quite a while since he did the Naked Willie back in the day, and he did a podcast, the Naked Willie podcast, or something like that. And but seeing him grow and become like a fucking major player in the stunt game and the Harley stunt game,
it is crazy.
Pretty dope, man.
They're pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
They're rowdy. I love it. I love seeing the content.
I do too. I can't live that life the way they do, and I'm glad someone is doing that.
Yeah, I can't get in trouble like that. I can't be, fighting people and fucking getting arrested. And
dude, Junkyard Kenny, apparently from what Sit Down Steve tells me all the time, is like he's just one of those guys that like he's down to scrap, he's down to talk shit, he's down to push the fucking whatever the
that limit is.
Yeah, whatever that line is, he's always trying to take a step over it with everywhere he's at.
My man.
Yeah,
I
respect it.
Sit Down Steve told me once, he goes, like actually, you didn't go to the Houston thing with us when we did that a while back. That was big with Cody. He went, so he did a podcast here, and then 3 days later, we all went to Houston for the ESR stunt riding event.
Oh, yeah.
And he stayed at my house, and that was the time we did the podcast here where Britta came in, and she shotgunned a beer and everything. We were all hanging out.
Is that the one he peed in the bucket?
No, that was the first time. Okay, this is the second podcast. The second podcast was way better than the first one.
This bucket?
No. This bucket. And so he was telling me the next morning, he's like, I made the bed that I slept in last night. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks.
Thanks.
And he's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm not as wild as you think I am.
I made the bed, bro.
I'm just letting you know right now, if Junkyard Kenny ever stayed here, he would not make the bed.
Somehow that bitch would be duct taped to the wall, and fucking your sheets would be on the ceiling.
Nah, dude. I don't know. Those, I would never. The first time I met Steve, there's no way I would have let him stay in my house the first time I met him. But through lots of, we've talked on the phone quite a bit here and there, and we spent the entire down south camp out. Me and him were like fucking roadies together, dude. Yeah. In the car together, sleeping in the hotel room together.
Together.
He was pooping. It's just fucking
You are
weird.
playing Siamese twins.
I envy that part of him where he can just be like
Careless.
so
Not careless.
I don't know if it's careless. It's more like shameless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like gets down in his underwear, which we do all do that when we fucking travel hotels,
I can
right?
do that, but I can't.
But then just goes in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Now when I sleep in a hotel with him, I never pick the room that has a bathroom view.
Yeah.
Because I'm laying in bed and he just goes in the bathroom and then drops his pants, sits down, and starts having a conversation with me. Like, I'm like, bro,
Like he's Britta.
This is not this is not prison, bro.
Holding his junk. So
And so that
Good
happened,
weather.
and then next thing you know, Big Trouble comes in. And so me and Big Trouble are sitting, I'm on one bed, Big Trouble's on the other, and next thing you know, fucking Steve is taking the longest shit of his life. Right? And I don't even think he wiped. I don't even think it was one of the, I don't think it was shit. I think he just wanted to do that to wow me.
just kind of test you.
Like, yeah, like it's a weird, like
Dude,
a,
I've been through
it's
so
a male
many
dominance I don't
moments. Yeah,
understand. I don't understand.
Dude.
It's an alpha move.
It's an alpha move. I'm like, dude just dropped his pants, took a shit in front of me with the door open.
Yeah.
They that whole crew, in addition to just being insanely fucking talented, all those guys, the stuff that they can do on a machine, like that alone, they could all be the biggest squares, whatever. What they do on a motorcycle goes above and beyond, just speaks for itself. But man, I feel like they are such an asset because what I love about them the most is the friendship vibe. It seems like the fact that it's like seemingly, five or six of the best dudes at all of it.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're like a tribe almost. Like they're a little group that
a brotherhood.
They don't live around each other,
Yeah.
but they're all super fucking cool. And the fact that it's not like a competition thing and there's not, oh, fuck that dude, that they're like Voltron, like they're stronger together. Dude, it's badass. And the content they put out, and it makes you want, I'm proud to be part of this scene with those, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm proud to be in any way associated with, like, yeah, I'm this kind of Harley rider. This is us.
Yeah.
Same thing like Steve's video at the down south, that like I'm happy, like this is our time, and I'm in love with the chapter that we're riding
For sure.
And I feel like those guys are at kind of the tip of the sword or one of it, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
And man, they're so cool with just what they do, the friendship aspect of
They
it.
never push out negative shit. They're never like, hey, fuck this dude. Fuck this brand.
Dude, they make me want to party. harder.
Yeah. They want to make me want to
party
ride
harder.
more. Like, what can I do on a Harley? You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even that.
My
I'm not-
cankles can't handle it, but
See,
what can I do?
I hate the fact that you just said something that's very introspective in a sense that, like, they don't put out anything negative.
Yeah.
It's all about a good time. And I think that subconsciously that's why we all fuck with them, is because we feel like following them. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
they,
I mean?
they don't.
I purposely, just because I don't want to be like fanboy about it. So I follow Seabear because of the wheels giveaway, the Arlen Ness.
Hell yeah.
But I try not to, just because I don't want to like sit around all day wishing I was part of their crew.
I appreciate that nothing's a clickbait. You know, I can't stand these YouTubers like, check out when I rode this Road Glide ST and I broke my cankle and fell down on it. Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
love
like-
it that you're talking shit.
Come on.
That's that
Come
shit.
on, boy.
That's that shit I can't like. All right. Put out good shit. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, dude, that same post, like, it was like the cover photo looked gnarly.
Look, yeah. And then
And
it's like,
you watched the video, and I did not watch the video. I saw like some clip of it, and it was like, and it fell over, and it was
I've
like,
done that.
"The
I did
fuck
that at a
outta here,
hotel."
dude. That bullshit.
yeah, I've done that shit.
Big Will Cody did that, and he didn't even put the kickstand down. He was so drunk. That's a real that's a real goddamn YouTube clip. It's real motherfucking
Jaden
biker
did
shit,
that at the
dude.
gas station upstairs.
I wasn't going to say it, but thank you for bringing it up. I was not drunk.
I pumped the gas and here goes Jaden. Whoa!
It was rolled up. We're pulling out of the campground.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Gollop, and went to that gas station right there. Gas up, and I'm just already thinking a step ahead. I pull up, never put the kickstand down. Just hop off the bike like it's ready.
Fuck
And
it.
it falls
Pull
over
itself
on me.
up.
I was like, come help me!
That's all right.
man.
I did the same thing coming up the stairs, and I fucking fall over in the hotel. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, did you fall over in that
hotel that we stayed that everyone was like, this sucks? I'm like, this is not bad.
The one in right before we got to Sturgis,
Yes,
right?
yes,
That was the women that were talking shit. Because the year before we stayed at a nicer one a little bit further away. Yeah. But that one was like,
I had a killer
this
time.
hotel, there were crickets everywhere, but
fuck
the
it.
fuck? It's outside. We're not
worse.
sleeping with them.
I've been worse.
That's the one we took off the next morning because it was about to rain, right?
Yeah.
That's what Jetty and I went up and had breakfast at that little spot.
Yeah.
And nobody, I think everybody slept in or something. I don't know.
I like little towns like that shit, man.
I do too.
Just random little towns and just coming down and shut down a
What was
bar.
that? That was
breakfast bar.
Chad right? Was that Chad
Chad Ron, yeah. That sounds like a dope nickname. Oh, it's Chad Ron.
Chad Ron up in here, motherfuckers.
Chad Ron.
Oh, man. See, you've only been fucking around for like a year and you already got stories, man. That's how it
Yeah.
works. Next
You
thing
gotta
you
be
know, you'll
cool,
have your own
guys, like-
podcast.
You might be young, but come hang out. Don't be scared.
Give him advice, Trey. Tell him what's up.
These
I
guys,
mean, it is
these
coming
guys
from a
don't
younger
bite,
cat.
you know. Actually, my first T-Bar Tuesday was by accident.
Are you happy to be a biker?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been riding since I was 3. I always had bikes.
But it'd be as far as a Harley biker.
Yeah,
as far
so-
as telling people I ride a Harley and then immediately picturing you in like a leather vest and all that
yeah, I
stuff.
wear assless chaps.
Well, yeah, but do you like the whole having to fight through and go, no, I ride flannels and I wear Vans and
I think
My friends are
everyone
cool
at work
leaders.
kind of knows what I do. Like
I wear
riding bikes
Odin
and
because
stuff.
it's so great.
Yeah. Dude, it is great until it bled through it. My fucking fucked up elbow.
How'd you bleed through it, Trey?
I scraped it at a pool in Daytona.
Okay.
Crazy. I'm so wild.
That scraped in the pool. Crazy.
I'm so crazy.
I'm out here wilding out.
Move over, Kenny.
Yeah.
Watch out, I'm getting scraped
Check
up
out
in these
this
pools,
scraped ass
bitch.
elbow,
Step
motherfucker.
aside, Sea Bear.
Bro, what does that say? No diving? Fuck out of here.
I think
Scram with all that shit.
Not on my watch.
I think yeah, no, my first T-Bar Tuesday was by accident. It was actually when
Shut up. I didn't know that.
yeah. So I barely just got my first street bob.
Was it Anvil or Reno's?
No, none of those. It was the Ferris wheel.
Ferris
Wheelers.
Wheelers. Okay.
Ferris Wheeler, yeah.
Yeah.
So just got my street bob. It's like already I got it from Dream Machines. It was already like club styled out. It's what I've been looking for. And bought it. I think I bought it super cheap. It was like I don't know why, but they were like, hey,
$40.
yeah, $138. And I'm
$1, Bob.
I'm looking to go ride, like try something new. So I see the Ferris Wheeler kind of pop up and Yelp. I'm a Yelper. All right,
Yep.
Do you leave reviews?
Yelper. Fuck no.
Okay.
Godly.
When you say I'm a Yelper,
He reads them
I
and-
immediately
Yeah.
think
South
means you
Park
leave
and stuff.
reviews,
Yeah. No, fuck that. That's gay. That's for the gays.
So how'd you find it in Yelp? So what did it say?
I was just looking for something new, and it was kind of like top 3 recommended. And I was like, oh, I could kind of ride out there. And I pull up, and the girl goes, "Oh, are you here for bike night?" I'm like, "Oh shit, there's a bike night here." She's like, "Yeah, they'll be here any second." I'm like, "Oh fuck." Like,
I gotta get out of here.
yeah. And I'm kind of sitting there eating my meal, and I see all y'all pull up. I'm like,
So wait, just to confirm. So you looked it up as a place to go eat food.
just eat food.
Nothing to do
Yeah,
with motorcycles.
no
And
motorcycles.
You just happened to go on a Tuesday.
Yes, yeah.
During like the 6-month period that
Yes,
we
absolutely,
relocated
yeah.
to there.
Yeah, and then
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck, dude?
yeah, and I'm eating my food. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm like eating there. I'm like, oh shit, fuck, like I don't know about this. Like, and then I'm like, all
What
right.
didn't you know?
I see y'all. I'm like, all right, this doesn't seem bad. I didn't say hi to no one. I just fucking finished my drink,
Knew his place.
take off. I kind of looked around everyone's bike. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then it wasn't until a Thursday. Remember the Last Stand?
Yeah.
That's where I met you.
Yeah.
And Patrick Holly.
Holly, yeah.
Yeah, he saw me pull up and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." Like he was like, "This is so and so met you." And you're like, "Hey, come out, this and that." And
Come out to Tuesdays.
yeah, come out to Tuesdays.
Dude, that 20 was that?
Yeah, I remember that whole period.
2020.
It was
It
like
had to have been.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
2020.
pandemic. That was prime.
Yo, cause the Last Stand bike night was the shit in 2020.
Yeah.
when the pandemic
Yeah, that was a
happened.
good time. Those dudes are.
That's where
solid.
we're having our
Yeah.
pre-party for the campout.
Yeah,
Wednesday night.
I love that place
at the Last Stand.
Love that place. Those dudes are. I like
Come
those dudes.
if you're coming to that at the Last Stand, come ready to eat. They have
Yeah.
seriously some of the
Yeah.
best fucking
Dude,
food.
good tacos, solid dudes. Get a beer,
Dude,
get a shot. Yeah.
everything is good there.
Yeah.
Burritos, tacos, everything.
I don't
they have
like
is good.
coleslaw is it coleslaw? Mm-hmm. They do a lime cilantro coleslaw that just I can't help but
put your dick in the dirt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the last stand has been a good spot.
Yeah.
And
it's so chill.
When'd you start getting your haircut by Britta?
Crazy. Okay, so when I was in the Marine Corps, I used to get my haircut like every 2 weeks because it's like, it's a standard.
Mandatory, yeah.
Right. So when I was getting out and I was coming looking in Dallas, when I was getting hired by the fire department, I was like, hey,
why'd you look back and then snitch on yourself?
I don't know.
You were so good, dude. 4 beers and you dropped your guard. Earlier, you're like, oh,
can't tell anybody.
Finally said it.
Yeah, fuck him. And
see, that's how I started. Hey, look, I always need an apprentice.
And I'm looking for the fire department, and I'm like, oh, I need a good haircut place. And I don't know why. I was on YouTube, and it was like the art and manliness. I don't think it's a thing anymore. And they did a thing on the brass tacks.
On Brandon? Or was
yes, it was. And they were talking about like razor fades. So that's what I used to get.
Yeah.
And at the time it was Nick Maddox. And it was when they had the little square. It wasn't like the big garage that they're in now.
Yeah.
So I started getting my haircut by him, talking. He's like, hey, man, like, you ride? I was like, yeah, I just sold all my bikes to move here. Because I moved to Dallas with like nothing. Just
Where did you come from?
I was in North Carolina, moved back to Lubbock. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up. Born here in Dallas, but I grew up in Lubbock.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy you got to drive all the way to Dallas just to get popped out of your mom's vagina.
Yeah, just to get born.
Yeah.
I can't fucking drop this kid until I get to Dallas.
No, I lived here until I was like 3, and then we moved to Lubbock, and then that's where I grew up the rest of my time. So a little West
Makes
Texas
more sense
town
now.
of
Yeah.
Lubbock, Texas.
There's nice little Hooters out there in Lubbock. Been there.
Yeah,
college town. So,
it is. Oh, I got way better spots than that, but.
So back to getting your haircut.
Yeah, so getting back to my haircut, Nick Maddox is like, hey, just so you know, I'm leaving. I'm going to move to Waco, do my thing. I'm like, all right, cool. Who do you recommend? Chris Hanley. And he has a bagger. And they're both like...
Hanley's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that dude is awesome. They're like, hey, man, like, we ride Harleys. Like, you should get a Harley. I was like, oh, I've been thinking about getting a Harley. They're like, oh, just get a street bob. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking for a street bob. Finally bought one. I found one at Dream Machines. Perfect. T-bars and everything like that. Everything kind of been like looking for.
Speaking of Dream Machines, the guy that sold you your bagger is the same dude that sold me the Road King. Like he mentioned at the very end, he's like, he's like, I sold the bike to some guy, Tree. I go, Trey? He goes, yeah, that's him.
Tree.
And I was like,
I am Groot.
like, he's awesome.
Yeah. The youngest dude buying a fucking bagger. They're like, you could afford a bagger? I'm like, yeah. Let's go.
If I remember correctly, he kind of gave you props too. He's like, he had excellent credit. He was like, it was like the easiest deal ever.
I went on a test. I was sitting there. I went. So it was last year's for my birthday. It was giving me my birthday gift, and I was going to like Vegas the next day when I saw it. I came in just to kind of see what their inventory was like. I was like, damn. I was like, how much do I want for this? And obviously it was like, well, and this they didn't know they had a big ass fucking receipt in the saddlebag just full of shit that's been done. They're like, oh, we think it has some stuff done to it. I was like, all right. I was like, if it's here Tuesday, I'll come and buy it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know. Like, do I want to do this? And they started up. I'm like, oh, shit, this motherfucker's cammed out, everything. Let me go for a test ride. And they said they see me fucking take off. And they're like, is that dude buying it? Because holy shit, he just took off. And I came back and was like,
do it. Ride it up.
So what was, like, you had the street bob.
Yeah.
I guess get back to the story with you were telling, like, how you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. We got a little tangent.
Yeah.
So Nick Maddox moved on. Chris Hanley, I bought my street bob and I'm telling him about it. He's like, hey, man, I'm also moving. I'm going to Braunfels. So I'm like, fuck. Like, so who's going to cut my hair? He's like, Britta. He recommends
Didn't
Britta.
he started his own shop down there?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Or
they're both talented.
San Marcos
both
or New Braunfels.
Yeah, they're
New
awesome.
Braunfels, yeah.
So I'm like, who's going to cut my hair now? And they're like, oh, well, Britta's good. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, so we're talking. She's like, oh, yeah, Jace, my husband. I'm like, oh, that's cool,
You're fast like Britta?
Yeah.
Fast like Britta?
But at the time, I had no idea. Like, I didn't really bring it up. I was like, oh, all right. She's like, oh, my husband's Jace. I'm like, all right, I don't
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
Wait. First off, I'm gonna edit that out. I'm gonna need you to have a little bit more enthusiasm when you say my name, bro.
Jace Hudson.
Put some respect on it.
Oh my god.
I traded the street bob in because Jay said, buy a bag or be a man.
Yeah, be a man.
So my wife gets that a lot because a lot of dudes that ride bikes will come to her and stuff like that, and she just doesn't know like what's gonna be.
I was definitely innocent, just like I was like, okay. I was like, that's cool. And then I started seeing it all on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool.
So just to reset a little bit, y'all are talking about Brass Tacks. It's a barber shop. If you're in the Dallas area, you need a haircut.
And I've had a podcast where I've done one with Brandon, who owns Brass Tacks, and Patrick Hawley, who is the guy that you were talking about from Last Stand. And Patrick Hawley at the time worked for Harley Davidson.
Yeah. And
so I remember
Patrick kind of like was like, hey, this is the way. Like,
this is the way.
This is the way. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
So they're talking about Brass Tacks. It's a barber shop. If you're anywhere close to Dallas, you want to get the best haircut.
Dude, it's great.
Hit them up. It is.
Sit down, have a
Britta
beer.
works there. I went there.
See some bikes, dude. Beautiful.
Right after I crashed that Bolt, like it was my first. I needed a haircut before I crashed it, and I went like another couple months just from all the burn stuff, like treatment. Dude, Tom Hanks. What's the movie where he's on the island?
Castaway.
Yeah, I was I was on that Castaway level by the time I finally went, and I'd seen it. I'd seen them at a. It was either the Bomb Factory. It was either the.
The Southern Throwdown.
Yeah, I'd seen them somewhere at a bike event and doing a haircut. I was like, oh man, I need a haircut. I need a new barber. Anyways,
Was it Brass Tacks? I thought that was
no,
the other place Britta worked at.
No,
that was
that was like the early days of Brass Tacks. It was Brandon himself. They were doing haircuts, and
next to Ships.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I still haven't been to Ships.
I met Brandon like before I knew all you guys. I like kind of broed out with him, and dude, I've been going to Brass Tacks like for a lot. Like that's where I've been going since like 2017.
Yeah,
and I can't recommend it enough.
It's a good spot.
And like just like you said, they opened their shop there.
It's
the kind of barber shop where literally they invest in such good people that there's a roster of dudes that have gone on to start their own shops, and they're all successful. Like he doesn't fuck around with like squares. It's not your pro cuts. Like it's. And Brandon's as good as it comes. Like,
dude,
I didn't even know there was a thing called a master barber.
Dude, once they open up the garage doors, you ride in your bike and it's cool as fuck. Like,
they
want to see your bike. They were like, hey man, what you ride? Because we ride too. Everyone in there fucks with motorcycles.
Yeah.
In
the summertime when they do open the garage doors,
that's
like
dope.
you can literally just pull your bike up into the barbershop essentially.
Yeah, you feel like you got a big old dick.
And the cool one, I think it's cool.
If you do, don't show it.
The guys
works there.
The guys that own the guys that own the Last Stand, Mikey and Sean, they're brothers. And Brandon, the guy that owns the barber shop, and like I said, they all ride. They're more chopper dudes, but just cool. And like I said, you're supporting people like us.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
best haircuts I've ever had in my life were when I got Brandon to do it. I used to go when
if you think about everything you spend your money on in your life, if you can find a way to put that in the hands of a biker, then you're helping the economy of motorcyclists, right?
Exactly.
It might not just be like this guy rides bikes, but his wife works in this field, and not fuck the hookup thing. Like, look, spend your money in a place where that money goes into a biker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Millhouse.
I might just go back to Great Clips.
Fucking Millhouse.
That old school haircut from when I was was able to get a haircut to fucking 18 years old when I left high school, dude. I had the same fucking shitty bowl cut that whole time.
Hell yeah.
I never put any thought into
Hell
it.
yeah.
We were talking about you a lot on the last podcast that me and Jaden were doing with
Josh and
those guys, and it became you listen to it. So like anytime
at work I think I started it.
Anytime a mullet comes up, I'm like, well, hey, I know a guy.
Yeah, we got the guy.
Time, and I was like,
didn't you like send him a message at the time when you were doing the cameras or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Or?
I messaged Kyle. Yeah.
Well, he had made like a little story like about to start this podcast. I was like, hey, you let that man know what throne he's sitting in. Like, even though his is a fucking badass fucking mullet, and both of them had. I mean, that's
Josh and Can't Stop the Mullet. That's a fucking awesome nickname for Instagram.
Yeah.
I've prided myself into having given quite a few great Instagram names to people, and I'm truly disappointed in myself that I did not give that guy that fucking Instagram name.
Yeah.
It's so good. Maybe it's him. Maybe he came over to the zone.
Dude.
I don't know. Amazing.
Everybody talks about breaking the internet. I think if we got like the Kyle picture, the Hell Yeah Brother at the campout, if we got something on that level, but him and Josh together, break the internet.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Touching mullets.
Fuck a bike
Now,
girl.
if they can,
Where's
like,
the bum bellies, dude?
You remember when they were doing those things where they would like do something and it would like hit the cap of like a water bottle off or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh, with their
Kid,
fucking hair?
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So what if the mullet, both of them, came around unisex?
Oh my god.
And
That'd be
slapped
tough.
off.
I don't know if I'm that talented.
Dude, the
caps.
universe might blow up.
There-
A
it
black
might-
hole will just pop up.
Yeah,
we all
just- we're
cease
fucked.
to
You know
exist.
what? Now
It might take
we
40
went too
takes.
hard.
Nah.
But
Fuck a bottle. Let's just make that motherfucker whip and then just fucking crack a beer open so you can shotgun it. Just, even though it wouldn't do it, just make it.
yeah.
They do Kentucky commercial.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, shit.
No, Budweiser.
Lone Star.
But the Weiser.
Lone Star's kind of
There you
where we need to be.
We're not beholden to any beer brand right now. This is the Quaint Zone is looking for a beer sponsor. Anybody out there that wants to fucking
I want some
stack up
white
some
trash
beer.
beer, preferably. Like anything
just-
Lone Star PBR.
Did you just hear me suck off this barber shop that I haven't been to in like 2.5 years? Give us some free beer. I don't care if it tastes like dog piss. I'm going to sell it so hard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Man. So what made you want to jump from the street bob to the bagger? Like what was the thought process in your head at the time?
I think at the time,
Watching you bully the rest of your
Yeah.
friends. Like me.
he called me gay so many times. I was like, yeah, let me get a bagger. Let me get a bagger. No.
Some of us held out. Fufucking pussies.
You had a bagger.
already
bitch.
had one.
You had one for like a
I
week.
couldn't handle it, all right? But
The drip was too strong for you.
that's not wrong. No, I can't even say that with fucking Baby Wheel Cody because he's about to fucking get his shit racked up and going.
I don't know.
We'll
see, Cody.
We'll see. Cody's.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. All
I'm
the
confident, but I'm not.
carbon fiber fenders I could have missed out on putting on.
Cody's
my
like, I'm
all
broke.
black
I'm like,
fucking
you have a
road glide.
gold
Oh my
mine.
god, I really missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Let
can
me
sell
go
those tins.
buy a. I'm not gonna. All right, I'm done.
Keep going.
I love that shit. I really do. All the baggers are sick, but I'm like, I would have been right now. I would look like everyone else's fucking performance bagger.
Yeah.
So
Performance bagger. It's life.
stick with the soft tail.
Good on them,
Be a man.
motherfuckers. So no, ironically, my street bob, I had those thrashing soft bags on there, and someone stole them off there. They didn't steal my saddleman seat. That's like worth $400, but they sold the fucking bag. So I was like, well, shit. I was like, let me get a bagger. Well, obviously, I want to do longer rides and stuff like that. I was looking to do that, and I think we went to a local coyote. I did it with a couple other guys, like, just that I ride with as well. And I was like, shit, this kind of fucking sucks on this fucking street bob. I was like, this thing bottoms out, it has a 107, but it did great. But I was like, shit. I was like, I want a bigger fairing and stuff like that.
I just realized I get credit for Trey. Like this is a pyramid scheme. Like I brought him in. Like he's underneath me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you invited them to one of the pool parties we did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you sure?
And then I was like, I cut his hair over. I'm like,
bitches.
that nerd?
Yeah. Brittany was like, at first I was like, kind of like, oh my God, like I cut his hair. Like,
This is fast
are you
life
sure?
Britta.
Like, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, my wife doesn't want to hang out with customers. You know what I mean? In a
Yeah,
sense.
I think it's different when I'm not creepy because I've seen some weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a girl named Morgan there, and they had some creepy dude that had to kick out, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't like
Get your
that.
haircut and go. You
How
fucking-
do you be a creepy in your
Yeah, it was,
haircut?
dude. Like he was taking photos.
You got
of
your
it. It
elbows
was
way
crazy.
out on the chair, trying to like
But
brush
anyway.
a boob or something.
Jaden,
Yeah.
is this something?
No, I'm hypersensitive. I'm always
Jaden
keep my,
moves.
Yeah.
I keep my elbows tucked into my tits. I'm just
Yeah.
the opposite.
He's got a boner through the cape.
So
It's a pants tent. It's a pants tent. It's a pants tent.
It's an optical
What was that?
illusion.
A fucking Curb
Oh,
Your
shit.
Enthusiasm.
hell yeah.
Rennie's up there talking about buying FXR, be a
Fucking
man.
scram, dude.
We only
Look
saw
how well that works
Rennie a
out.
couple times on our trip to Sturgis, and when they caught up to all the baggers
Yeah.
and Softails.
Look, FXRs
Hey,
are
Rennie's
cool,
been
we
a
get
good
it.
friend of mine. Him now, and
No,
We've had some.
don't
Some
church it up.
We've had some
Don't church
good
it up.
times
Stick up for everybody.
together.
I like it.
He has a big penis.
No, Rennie and I don't know about
Hey.
that.
You pay the man, motherfucker.
That's $2 right there, Rennie.
Rennie and I
Rennie's a
limped into-
local. He's a homie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
We limped into
It's good.
Sturgis together because in Chadron is where I saw that big bald
Oh,
trail
Chad
on my-
Ron.
on my
Black dude
tire.
with a fucking
I was like,
wave cap
"Fuck,
on.
dude."
When you hear the word Chad Ron, do you not think of a fucking really...
Utah Dyna was dope as fuck.
Dude, Johnny.
Oh, yeah,
I love
Yes,
that guy.
That dude.
It took me a while to realize who he was in person, but now that I know,
Oh, dude.
he has been one of the, like... His memes for Tourqed magazine was some of the best memes ever.
dude.
He was one
And
of my-
I know that like something happened where everybody's not being critical of Tourqed anymore, and I get it. You know, maybe there's an opportunity for people.
Maybe it's
Don't let it up.
Scott from Tourqed magazine.
Scott from Tourqed.
Yeah, I love him. Utah. I want.
Yes,
to.
I met him at Daytona.
He was kind of my MVP of the campout weekend. Just meeting him and his wife, or not the campout, the down south.
Yeah.
And I really am. I can't wait to hang out with him again.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
I'm really
It was like
looking forward to
this
the next time.
in Daytona.
He's
His,
been
his wife was fucking like
she's
as
rad,
wild
dude.
as he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
They're-
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're both rad. I'm so glad when I
Shout
saw
out.
that he was down there. I was happy for him.
Yeah.
and I can't wait to party with him.
Yeah, he's
again.
cool as fuck. I was like, "Who's this guy?" He was like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah,
so
he's
I was
so-
like, "All right." I was like, I'm just a random guy too."
Is the
I'm an
Jay
innocent
Utah
bystander.
thing from fucking Point Break?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I think
yeah.
it is.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
Yeah.
To circle back to the street ball.
Trey's like, let me finish my fucking
Yeah,
story, dude.
fucking dickheads.
Welcome to the Quaint Zone, baby.
Yeah.
The Quaint Zone.
My bags got stolen off of there. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, fuck. Let me get a bike. If they're gonna steal the whole fucking bitch, steal the whole fucking bitch. And look what happened.
Called
Stole
their
the
bluff.
whole fucking bitch. Yeah, I know. Fucking
Okay.
dicks. Yeah.
So the your whole like premise to like jump to a bagger was because of some thrash and saddlebags?
No, that was kind of like the last straw. That was kind of like the camel's back of like
Yeah.
the excuse of like, all right, I do want a bagger. I do want a performance bagger, and that just one happened to be there, so just pulled the trigger on it. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, bagger. I mean, they're dope, man.
It rides good. It ride good. It was fast, and that's all I wanted. So, and it holds shit.
So was Sturgis your first like long distance trip?
It was. Yeah.
And so how was that for you, like as a first timer? Not just Sturgis itself, but like the traveling to
It was
and
a
from.
good learning experience of where like I was like, all right, trying to figure out how everyone rides, how we're doing this shit. And that's why I was like kind of really open minded of like, shut the fuck up and
Yeah.
listen, taking
Yeah.
this knowledge, soak it in.
That's why I liked you the most.
Oh, thank
out of
you.
Everybody else.
Thank you. Yeah. It was a big
Hey
learning.
guys, we got my buddy's here. We can all like we can stay at his house. And like he only has one bed. Everybody else had to camp in the back. I was like, I'm not fucking broke, dude. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. We're fucking up at Applebee's. I think that was fun.
That first
I'm really
night-
like,
That first night, like to chime in on your story. That first night going there, that's how you want to make things happen. You want to find something wherever you're at and try to exploit it. Have a
Oh,
good
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
If that bar was popping, we would stay there all fucking
Yeah.
night. It was kind of dead.
yeah. I didn't want to eat a
Last
fucking
resort,
pizza.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good.
And we fucked it up. And that bartender,
Cops
she
came to the
loved
fucking
it.
hotel
Yeah,
because
she
we were
loved
fucking
it.
having a good time at the
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good
That
time.
makes the night
It
worth
was all a good time. And that's when I was like, I could dig this.
It's all about
It's all
like
about me.
perspective. Like
Yeah.
when you go to these small towns, or you go through any town,
Yeah.
you know, you have to be mindful of like, yeah, let's try the thing that is like the local thing. Like maybe
Yeah.
it's the what was it, Long Shots or some shit like that, like a generic bar name for every town.
Yeah.
We showed up there and there was nothing going on. The coolest thing about that bar was like the bartender had a cute little dog.
Yeah.
And then there was some chick that like Dirty Larry, like
Is that Kansas?
probably
Dirty Larry. Wichita.
Come on, Lurt.
But
yeah, so it's like
when I travel, I try to do the local stuff. I don't like to be the tourist there. I kind of like, hey, what's happening
there's
here?
an economy to
gotta
be
do
the
the
local
tourist stuff
Chili's too.
someplace.
Yeah.
The local
Yeah.
local Chili's
Applebee's or
has
Chili's?
Chili's, Applebee's,
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
These places have a local economy as well, And if you jump into them, you're going to find out what's going on in that
For
town.
shits and grins, I went to a fucking Applebee's the other week just to like, what's going on here? What kind of bar? And it was dead as fuck. And I was like, all right, one beer, I'm done.
You gotta go to the one in Rowlett, baby.
Yeah. Dude, I was just like, what's going on? And there's this dude.
If at 12:30 p.m. it don't look like the Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
This dude who was playing music on his phone, he's like, I hope you don't mind. I'm playing music on his phone. I was like, all right. One beer, we're done.
I do mind. Can you turn that crap off?
They got music playing in the fucking Applebee's. This dude's like, I'm playing some trap music. And I was like, cool, man. Get me the fuck out of here.
Nah, dude.
He's going to ask me for $1 in a minute.
I'm pretty sure Rowlett.
Oh, shit. He did say it's from Point Break.
I'm pretty sure Rowlett Applebee's has a
Utah.
DJ.
Yeah.
Give me 2. Give me 2.
I like them more.
We need
'Cause
to.
it
I need to go through a list of movies and then remakes, and we need to go compile a list and then see what was better.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to jump on this. The new Point Break is as equally fun to watch as the old one.
Come on.
We get it.
Well,
you like to listen
J-Dog,
to books.
He softened it up at the end, and it's. Would you say it's as fun to watch as it's nowhere near better. I just hate the story and the characters aren't as like I love the first one so much, but the second one does have there are some scenes that are insane as far as like the extreme sports stuff.
Well, I mean, you got to think of a remake. There's no way they can do the same the same shit again.
So my thing on the two of those, Johnny Utah in the first one, awesome. I just don't really care for the fucking kid in the second one. The guy that plays.
I don't even know who that fucking is.
With the blonde kid. You know what I'm talking about?
I know his character, but he wasn't like a notable guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either, and I don't need him to be. But as far as just watching the movie, I didn't find myself pulling for him like I pulled for Keanu Reeves as Johnny Utah.
Well, to be fair, that
Kyle, you keep shaking your head, dude. If you don't like Point Break.
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't watched Point Break.
Get the fuck
out.
Wow.
Never?
But what I will say is I wish people would stop making remakes of fucking good-ass movies and make up some new shit that'll fucking... its own thing, but no one ever does it. It's all goddamn
there's a
remakes.
deep conversation about that as to why they don't do it.
If I'd have known you hadn't watched the real Point Break and when we got home, Annihilated last night from Deep Ellum, you know what we did done?
I'm never watching it.
You know what we did done?
I'm never watching it.
We just snorted some Adderall and we'd have fucking watched Point Break.
Oh yeah, dude.
I wish I would have known that.
I would have been dead right now if we would have
demonetized
any longer. Nah, I would. I need to watch it. I think I started it because it was on one of those streaming platforms. It's one of those things where it's like you gotta watch all the OG shit. Well, and I just haven't made it to that one yet.
There's parts of the original Point Break where, like, especially like the iconic thing with the president masks.
Right.
There's certain things about it that makes it like that cult classic thing that you're always going to be into. It's just like Dead Presidents. You ever watch that?
I've seen Dead Presidents. Yeah.
Did I ever tell y'all that I got caught streaking my senior year of high school at the very, very beginning? The only thing I was wearing was a pair of Saucony tennis shoes and the Richard Nixon mask from Point Break, like an exact replica. My uncle had one. He bought it. I don't know. They like the movie too. He bought it just as a fucking bit to have. And that was what I wore and I ran through totally naked. I'm not a crook. I'm not my little ding, 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 hitting my tummy. I'm not a crook. I ran through it was like a hometown in Rockwall. It was Video Village. I don't think they were in business anymore, but it was like
the one there.
You put them out of business.
It was like a hometown video store. They had 2 or 3 locations in Rockwall, maybe one in Rowlett, and then I went to a Burger King, and we didn't get caught until after the fact. Like somebody got our license plate. They tracked us
that looks
down.
like Jaden's dick.
They tracked us down.
Look at that tiny thing.
That's what I said. But one of the girls working at Video Village, I went to school with, and she was like,
"Hey."
She gave me a compliment after the fact.
She said, "Hey, nice cock, Jason."
Like it was like the hard eyes emoji before emojis
Jason
were a
too.
thing, and I was like,
okay. I'll show you.
Oh, right.
It's me.
It's not my balls. That's probably what she was hard eyeing.
Hell yeah, dude. She wanted to...
I never understood how the '80s like focused so much on balls. Like balls
are funny, dude.
Well,
Dicks
they are
weird.
funny,
Balls
but like
are funny.
it was a whole.
Balls
It
are
was
funny.
it was this concept of like you need big balls to be a man, but at the same time, it's like my balls never helped anything about me being a man. It was like I needed, as a guy who is a grower, not a shower. Like I always needed some. The only thing that would never grow was my balls. It was like always bigger than my dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't have
All balls, no dick.
Yeah.
That's how I like it, baby.
That was one of the finalists for one of the
gray sweatpants thing. Never been.
Never had to worry about it.
Sorry, babe. I don't got it.
No one wants to see your button cock.
Your button cock. Oh man.
Holy shit.
All right, Trey. How big's your wiener?
Really don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't need to know, but if you want to put it out there, I'd be happy to listen to it and laugh.
Nah, dude, leave it a secret. Leave it a secret. Leave it to the
only one person.
The imagination.
It's my girl.
Hey, take it easy there.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. God damn it.
3
inches. That's a baby.
There's only one girl.
Doing my best.
Hey, I remember that new shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be tripping up there, but you know, whatever.
Enough video.
When people talk about like the
excellent.
Enzo speaks nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
In addition to FXR Gospel, the guy knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Hopefully everybody's checking it out still, but
we got a connection issue.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think we're good.
Dude, it's about to get hot. You'll realize that, right? Like
Outside, yeah.
It's about to get.
It's streaming.
I'm ready for it, though.
It's streaming.
Yeah.
So good.
Are you ready for the heat?
I am, dude. I'm really ready to get out and ride.
Because when it's cold, you can always put stuff on. But man, when it's hot, at some point,
I got sunburn on my arms real bad in Daytona just from sitting there.
Warm weather, good weather down there this
Yeah,
summer?
it was like a 80, 85.
He was like 50s last year when we were there.
Oh,
but
dude, no,
we were also told they're like it does this like once every 10 years, where it's
Yeah.
just like cold and shitty, and that's what
It was real
last
nice,
year.
man. It was nice. Like
Really
we
good.
went to the beach and pool
Down
and
by
stuff
the
like that.
beach.
Yeah,
Boy,
from Tourqed magazine got a dope ass picture together.
how many? Frame that. That's gonna be worth.
You think it'll be in the
something.
magazine or probably?
I don't got nothing good to be in the fucking magazine.
Well,
You should have another black.
he brought his good camera to the thing.
Submit it.
No, I don't know about that. I'm not very good at writing.
I actually want to. I was inspired by Franz's
Yeah.
I was inspired
Listen,
by
that
the
was
one
dope. Yeah.
that Scott wrote for. What did he Polaroid?
You know what?
He did a recap of
Yeah.
something. He did a no, it was Down South Campout. He did a recap of that in one of the magazines I read. Very inspiring, and it's one of those things where I kind of enjoy. I like reading. I like writing, and I know like when I read Franz, I was like, not like I can do this like that.
Yeah.
It's like I think I could do something like this, so both those dudes have inspired me, and I keep meaning to like sit down and hammer something out and send it to them, but I just haven't done anything since
I'm
September.
a little too autistic for that shit, dude. I would just
You on the spectrum?
yeah, I might be.
Yeah. Fuck
Who
it.
knows?
Autism is no joke, man. I got cousins autistic. Keep making your jokes.
Yeah.
I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've got any of my Tourqed magazine subscriptions. I subscribed. And
You better.
I got the first one, but I didn't get any of the other ones.
What?
I don't need to go look into that. Maybe someone's stealing them, dude.
Maybe
That's
so.
probably what's happening. They want that.
Maybe
fucking-
Lauren's taking them
Could
out
you
of the mail
imagine?
and shredding them. So
Yeah,
you-
it's just
fuck
like, don't
all
look
that
at this.
This
I,
is
I got the one
Profanity.
The one Franz wrote. I grabbed a copy.
Dude,
from
that one's
here, 'cause
awesome.
Chase had a handful.
That one's badass.
I think I read the other one here, but I just didn't take it home. Or I
Yeah.
took it home and brought it back or something.
Yeah.
That's badass.
no. I fucking have them somewhere. Somewhere at.
I got to a lot of opportunities to get like talk to Scott during Daytona. I thought that was pretty cool. Just him and
Scott.
Sierra, yeah,
Oh, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott Wheelo.
from Tourqed magazine.
You quit doing that.
And
He's getting paid for that.
Hopefully he's getting paid. I'm not.
I'm getting paid
I know,
by someone to say that, but
That's different.
no, I'm just
Who are
kidding.
you getting paid by? You sponsored by Odin?
No, I'm sponsored by Easy Rider Cycle.
Oh, Rennie's every time you bust Scott's balls.
Every time you say Rennie has a big
He's like, hey,
dick.
dude, every time you say my name, I'll give you $10.
Yeah.
It's what is it? Rennie has a big dick, or
Scott that's $2 right there, Rennie. Pay the man.
That's a bonus. That's a salary bonus. It's an incentive.
Let's run that motherfucker's
And if you
tab
can-
up, baby.
If you can work in that I've got a big dick, there's an extra 50. There's an extra timing cover in it for you or something.
Yeah.
He's just hooking you up.
You better hit that
FXR
Venmo,
parts.
Rennie. You owe us a lot of money.
Shit.
No, we got really close, and I thought that was cool. Just kind of talk about our past and where we came from, and a little bit.
Scott's got a big
big house.
his motorcycle history, knowledge, whatever you want to call it, is deep.
I respect that.
He was that kid. You know, you're kind of the same way. Like he was a car kid in high school. I think I saw something where he had like a Chevelle or something at 16.
shit.
Like
I had none of that.
He's always well, but
badass.
you were in the world.
Yeah, I was in
kinda
the world, yeah.
He's always been fucked with motors. And
Yeah.
it was like it was the natural graduation. I think was to motorcycles, and he did it so early. You know, he's got a fucking life compared to what I've had, and I feel like I'm
Lifetime of
He's got a
motorcycles.
lifetime ahead of
Yeah.
me in
Yeah.
stuff. Then so yeah, he's
get that.
good.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot, and he's coming full circle.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a good dude.
appreciate him.
Yeah, I hope the magazine thing works out. He's
me too.
going to be a good ambassador. He talked a lot of shit, but it's only because he cares, because he's passionate about this whole thing. It's there's few people that put as much like just constant effort into this and growing it and trying to make sure everybody's seen from and heard from, and he's definitely an ambassador. So I hope it works out, and I hope it goes well.
Me too. I would like to see something happen.
What?
Oh, nothing.
The address bar. Hey, speaking of which, remind me after I got
Pornhub?
I got-
Is that where we're going?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
All right, boys.
Hell yeah.
No, okay.
Stories.
What I guess it's still streaming though. I keep seeing it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, the audio's still good, so we can use that for the Patreon.
So a little
Patron.
preview into there's probably going to be another episode with Trey on it.
For sure. Like
a real podcast.
the concept, guys like Trey and Doc and these other people that come around and start
Austin,
becoming,
Bobby.
these people that become a part of like the day-to-day operations and all the things that we do. They all have unique backgrounds and things like that, and perspectives that I think might more or less connect with listeners, right?
Yeah.
And no, I want to do more podcasts. I want to bring more of these other locals on, but at the same time, like I don't want people to come hang out with us just to be on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
all that shit. You know what
and
I mean?
you probably won't. You probably won't.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, think about the percentage of people that come to Bike Night and hang out, and it's just.
It's been a while since we had a Stage 5 clinger at a bike night. Remember, like back in the day, like certain people would show up and like just kind of nerding out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was always weird.
That was
for
early
me.
though too.
That was
I
early
feel they're
days.
few
Yeah.
and far between.
That it didn't happen that much anymore. You know, like it's a good thing. But yeah. I mean, I want to do another podcast. I want to find a way to exploit in a good way all these other guys and what they're doing. It's cool. Yeah. But you got to find that you just can't be all willy nilly just bring anybody on the podcast, because sometimes it'll be bad for them when they suck at their job of telling their own life story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As crazy as it is. Some people a lot of people have never been in a position where they've ever had to talk about themselves in a way that, like a lot of times, believe it or not, other than filling out a Tinder profile or a fucking Facebook profile, like you never, remember like
You're
doing
good at that, filling out your bio for whatever, whether
Yeah.
it's a Tinder or whatever.
I'm terrible.
back in the day,
I
like
hate
in
it
the
too.
early days of it, like you wanted to really be fucking like articulate. You wanted to fucking put your shit out there and be like, I'm fucking this and that and the other. And you realize like the dude that says, yeah, is getting all the pussy.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? So it's like,
It's probably this. It's probably their fucking picture is all that. The same reason we fucking go in there is the same. The same reason, the same thing they're looking for. They don't read shit. They just see a fucking. I don't know.
when you think about chicks that just like do what we do as men, you're just like, you fucking whores.
Dude, hey, they're just shooting their shot just like the dudes are. So
no,
it's
fuck
like,
them. They're whores, dude.
Hey, some of them are and proud of it, you know.
Horse. Yeah. Nah, I'm fucking with it. You're not whores.
Demonetized.
It was a joke.
Canceled.
Laffy. Good times. No, yeah, I'm down to do that podcast. We've talked about it Bike Night a time or two, and it'd be fun. I just sometimes doing these podcasts, like not necessarily the Quaint Zone, but like we would do the Patreon ones. It would help people get used to being on the mics.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Some people will come in here and they freeze the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like they're on fucking Jeopardy or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's
your
600 for? What's up?
So what's as far as coming in like within the last year or so, like what's your favorite part about this whole thing? Because now that you've done a couple trips, it started off as bike nights, then it led into doing a little bit further stuff, and then Sturgis, and then you to the point where what all started as a bike night networked out to where now you know Rennie, and you've got dudes in other parts of the state that you link up with too, and you go to an event 5 states over.
Yeah.
And you're doing your own, like, what's your favorite part about the whole, like, growing over the last, like, year and a half?
Dude, that's
to the point
easy.
Where you're at the point now where it's like, yeah, dude, you feel like you have a stake in this? Like, you're like, this is my scene. Like,
yeah, in a sense of way I do, but it's easy. I mean, friendships, that's a lot.
My man.
Dude. Networking, everything, get to knowing people. And then this is, like, for here to stay. Like, I can never let go of that. Like, I'll open up the firehouse. The retired firehouse I love that. Anyone can stay there, you know. I love that shit. You know what I mean? We can hang out. I can go stay. Hey, man, you're welcome to stay here. Have a good time, party, shit like that. As a stake of just like being in the performance scene, you know, I'm just Trey, man. Like I'm just gonna ride.
well, yeah,
I'm gonna
but
be there.
when
I'm
I
gonna
say
have my little
having a
flavor
stake as far
style.
as,
Like
you realize, like, this is your generation of Harley.
Yeah.
Like, whether you like it or
So-
not, like, this is.
absolutely, 100%.
You're kind of carrying the torch, whatever you want to call it. This is what you're doing with your time.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Is carrying the transition of the torch. You know, you're the guys that kind of like lay down the foundation, and I kind of hope I get to carry on that torch until I fucking break a hip on a Harley, and I'm like, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What would you say to
the
a dude?
campouts and show me the ways? That's valuable knowledge. That I can never put a price on that.
So being in a year or so and feeling like you've really done a lot, you've accelerated pretty quick.
Yeah.
What would you say to the dude if there was somebody that either just bought their first Harley or is thinking about buying a bike and not? What would your advice to them be?
Dude, fucking do it. You know, just get out there and fucking do it. Go to the trips, meet people, talk to people. Don't be like, hey, I'm in the corner, like I got a bike, but that's it. Just talk to people, dude.
What
That's
would you
easy.
what would you tell them the most important thing about all of it is?
Just be down.
Friendships?
Yeah, the friendships.
Don't worry about the bike.
Yeah.
Get the bike to show up.
Yeah, just fuck the bike. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also the angle where like I think most of the core group of our homies have made it a point to stay connected to us in a sense where we're, you know, like when you're single, it's easy to be the best friend to everybody because you have time, right?
Yeah.
But when you get in a relationship, it gets hard for people to still pay homage to those homies that were there when you didn't have a hole to fill,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, like you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm the best guy in the world. I'm down to party. I'm down to have a good time. But then you get, you know, in a relationship or married or whatever, and next thing you know, you're doing honeydews. You're going to fucking her friends' things, and now all of a sudden, like, you don't come around anymore. But then when you do, you get mad because you're not connected. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You haven't been a part of anything. Like,
Changing of the tides. It happens.
it's a wild thing where people don't realize, like, what friendships, in my opinion, I've said this a million times on the podcast, friendships are as equal as your relationships with your women. And if you think that your woman is more important, in a lot of ways she is, 100%, But in a lot of ways, you need to have your own identity as a man.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have friends. You need to be your own self. You need to be a good friend. For someone to say, like, that dude's a good fucking dude to me. He's a good friend.
Right.
That's got to mean something to you as your character. And if you're the kind of guy that starts getting a fucking chick and you dip out on everybody you know,
Yeah.
like,
That's lame.
you're not a good friend, dude.
Yeah.
You're a user. You're someone that came around to hang out with us and kind of
Get a
gave us like
helmet.
yeah. It's the same thing you would do to a
But
bunch.
you didn't give back.
Yeah, you took, but you ate off our table, but you didn't fucking put food on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. I don't see it that way, you know. If we
Oh,
break
we're gonna
bread
see.
together.
You got a chick moving to Texas for you. We're gonna see real soon.
Oh, she's down for
I'm busting
y'all.
both
She
of you. I have
loves she
full
loves it.
confidence
She
you're gonna
loves
be
that I
around.
have. I'm truly grateful that when I met her,
But when she comes here, she's not gonna have any friends.
yeah. Well,
So
that's-
it's gonna be, you know,
that's
at
why
some-
she meets.
you know,
friends.
Jaden and myself, like, we both have implants to Texas. You know, like Tara Lynn is from New York, Britta's from California. They don't have their own life here.
Yeah.
I think Tara Lynn, because of the nature of who she is and the nature of her job, she's always been really well at like getting friends and
Yeah.
And she moved down here for, to try to help a friend of hers run a restaurant. So she's got a friend that still lives here that she kind of moved down here for. So
Yeah.
and I think she's got actually a friend she went to school with that also lives here now. So at the very worst fucking comes to worst, she's got 2 homegirls from back home that she fucks with heavy that are here.
Yeah.
In addition to just like you said, y'all know her. She doesn't. She meets you. She's your friend, and she's got a fucking stable.
So
homegirls.
when she comes here, like, of course, like, you know, there's going to be the hype of, like, you guys spending a lot of time showing her Dallas, like the deep cuts of Dallas.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's also the part where she has to, you know, for this to be successful, she has got to plant her own roots and have her own life here.
Right.
And that's where it gets difficult, because people, I feel like in the millions of conversations I've had with people, there's 2 things, like, things and people cannot make you happy, right?
Yeah.
You have to figure out how to be your own happiness. So, like, if your chick is only happy whenever you guys hang out every week, and when you're not hanging out with her, she's a miserable cunt, like, that chick is relying on you for her own happiness, and that's a burden on you over time. At first, it feels great because you feel wanted and loved and needed and all that shit, and it's fucking like an ego boost.
Yeah.
But, you know, a year into it, you're like, bitch, get a fucking hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some space. You know what I mean? I need to whatever. And things, like, people use things to make themselves happy. Like, oh, I'm going to buy this new thing. If I get this carbon fiber fender from Hoffman, everybody's going to love me. You know?
you get it when your new post gets 26 likes and nobody sucks your dick about it, and you realize,
Yeah.
I'll say it. I don't need carbon fiber.
yeah. I'm trying to go fast.
Calm down. I'm trying to get them as a sponsor.
He needs it. I don't need it.
Pull the hoodie off.
Trey doesn't need it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got the
show it.
Hoffman on?
Show
You
it.
got the Hoffman on?
No,
My man.
the Hoffman is
put it back
is
on.
great, dude. The amount of patterns and stuff I saw at Daytona with all the different carbon fiber and stuff, that was dope. Yeah.
No, it's got a place.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit's dope.
I'm just not trying to build a race bike.
So I'm always,
you know.
it's back to what you were saying.
And I only weigh like 155 pounds.
I feel like you're bragging.
Trey is
Yeah,
carbon fiber.
brag, dude.
I
You calm
am
down with that,
carbon
dude.
fiber.
Yeah, Trey is.
Yeah.
made of
No, we
carbon
don't do
fiber.
numbers here. We do feeling. Like, I feel pretty light.
Wait, this is in the performance bagger on Facebook.
We got Conor
Weight
McGregor
and
over here.
171 horsepower.
You
It doesn't do anything.
I want to
said
think,
what I said.
fucking nobody.
Yeah.
I apologize to absolutely fucking nobody.
I apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. But yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Thanks, Trey.
Some
You're
dumb
welcome.
shit, no doubt.
You're welcome.
It's riding season, boys.
It's all about
Dude,
the friendships.
getting there.
That's right, Randy.
It's fucking
Can't wait
right.
to
Oh,
get my
the-
fucking bike back together.
The like buying shit doesn't mean happiness. I've always been the guy that doesn't have like a ton. So when I see like celebrities kill themselves, when I see like Robin Williams kills himself, like people are like, "Oh, so sad." I'm like, "Man, fuck this guy!" Like, how would
God
you? How could you
damn.
ever do that? Like, when you've essentially made it, like you can do whatever you want. But you're right. I guess that's where I see it as far as like the money doesn't buy happiness, because I know I'm the person that if I had unlimited funds, I would get into different hobbies. I would just go down many world. Like I would
Boats.
Rabbit
It
holes.
would fund.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Jet
would
skis.
fund. It would fund
RVs.
the things that I know and that I would discover to do having fun. So some of them, I just don't understand. Like if you have everything, like get out of acting. If change it up, go do something else. Like if you ever wanted to, like, I don't know, but I guess you're right. At some point, like money doesn't.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like money solves problems, but it doesn't. It truly does not buy happiness. It doesn't give you a purpose.
Things don't give you a purpose.
What gives you purpose is how you make the money.
Yeah.
That gives you a sense of purpose and importance.
Having a garage full of motorcycles doesn't give you happiness. Getting out and riding them does.
Absolutely.
Anything. That's anything. You could buy 10 jet skis, but dude, are you out riding them? Did you go riding them?
What it boils down to is happiness is how you spend your time, not your money.
And that's where I don't. That's my disconnect with people that have seemingly endless resources. How do you not put those to use as far as doing fun shit with them, doing shit that makes you happy? Like, how could you ever get depressed if you have the funds to do and the time to do anything you want whenever?
I mean, there's definitely challenges that come with like being a person with a lot of money, but at the same time, those challenges are way less stressful than
Let
the
me hit that
challenges of
Powerball.
not having money.
I'll show you how to fucking do it.
But no, I mean, ultimately, I know Daytona was a shit show of a shit show in a good but talking shit way about people spending money on their bikes and customizing them and taking them there and getting a lot of the limelight. But at the end of the day, to be the coolest motherfucker in this scene right now, you just gotta ride places and have a good personality. Like, two things that you can work on as a person. Like, you don't have to have a lot of money. You got to have enough money to own a bike, and you have to have enough money to be able to go do something on your bike. That's probably the only hard requirements. The other thing is, like, look, you don't have to be this charismatic dude in the world. If you're an asshole, but you're kind of like a good asshole,
You're genuine.
then just be a guy, ask questions at first, and don't let your whole asshole show just quick. You
gotta be a follower before you can be a leader.
Yeah,
for sure.
people don't understand that shit.
And
man.
I think that's why people fell in love with the RG Destroyer's bike there at the hardcore cycles, because they know he's gonna ride the fuck out of it and beat it to fucking death.
Yep.
And I think that's dope. That's the kind of shit that I like to see. And I don't know how he got those fucking headlights to fit in there, the LP9s.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck did you do this? But I didn't really want to ask.
So you're talking like wizardry to me, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
I buy shit that fits from the factory.
I know. Yeah. But I was like, damn, dude. I was like,
Fast
this
life
is pretty
Aqua Code,
dope.
save yourself
But
on shipping.
He
That's your lighting.
I think he won people's choice there.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. It was kind of fitting for his bike.
Knowing RG Destroyer and his journey with that bagger, he's had a lot of setbacks over the last couple of years getting it to that point.
Yeah.
And seeing it done and knowing him and his wife put us up.
Super nice people. Super great.
While we were on our big trip.
Is that the same bike? I thought he sold that bike and he bought a new one.
No,
it's the same one.
He had the Cop Glide too. So he had that bike, the Cop Glide that Charlie Rock built a long time ago, and then did his wife have a Sportster or some shit like that?
She's got a bike. Lord knows.
she was awesome too.
She's only really
And they
known,
got that Pan America.
she's only really known for kicking bikes over though. Let's be real.
She's so much more than that.
Let's see how crash bars work.
Didn't she
Low,
make us
love you, low.
breakfast? I couldn't remember if she met us.
Pizza and PBRs as soon as
No,
we
at the down south campout.
Oh.
Was she up there? I can't remember if she was up there while we were in Jacksonville, or if she like got picked up at the airport.
Oh, yeah. I think, Adam rode with me, Mark, and Jetty down to the camp out, and she linked up with us somewhere down there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, she made us a killer breakfast the night we stayed at their house on the big trip last year.
Oh yeah, dude. Multiple.
She helped me get to my tent
pancakes.
one night at the down south where I was gone on the scooter, like hobbling back, and
Scooters
somehow
and brewskis,
somebody was
baby.
like, Melissa's Lauren's gonna get you home, and she did her phone like this, like a lighthouse, and I went to it and she helped me get to the car. That's okay. I didn't realize it was the same bike, and then I thought he had sold it and got a new one and then built that one. But
it was pretty sick.
That's even cooler than that. If that's a whole other like 2.0, 3.0, whatever edition he's on.
And there's people in there with like brand new bikes trying to like fucking make it.
Well, what's cool about what's going on? Like,
it was sick.
Who?
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Ben's bike.
Yeah.
What I used to get like, I guess air quotes talk shit about with the big wheel thing is that I rode it so much that I would have to redo it every year. And so people like, oh, you're just rebuilding the same bike all the time. And that was kind of like it was like, I'm clowning on you for that shit or whatever, right? But yeah, if I ride the bike, then I gotta fucking freshen it up. And why not freshen it up with something new? And instead of like building a bike that I'm not going to do anything on and just sell it. You know what I mean? So not that one's better than the other at all, but it's just a different perspective. And I think with performance baggers, all we're doing is enjoying these bikes. And after you fucking rip them and run them and have a good time, you have to fucking throw some new fucking layers of paint or some new coatings on it to make it good,
If you're looking for a built-ass bike, if you're looking to just buy one, turnkey and go, I'd say the market's never been better.
Can we talk about how March 13th is International Sell Your Bike Day? Because holy shit. I was like, damn.
We get it.
Yeah. All right, my shit didn't win. I'm over this pig.
We get it. Everybody's home from Daytona, and they didn't like their bike as much as they thought they were because you didn't ride it anywhere.
Performance trailer week, baby.
Dude.
Oh, man.
I get it, though.
Gotta pay for that Airbnb.
Yeah. It seems like everybody's selling it, or at least the ones I can think of are guys that
they have multiple.
They've done this
yeah.
This ain't their first fucking rodeo, and they're just looking to start over. They just want a new project, and I can't.
So you got,
I'm happy for them.
Steve, Scooter Steve, his flamed out Lucky Strike.
Like that's the main one I'm thinking of as far
as he's had it up for sale more than once. Today's not the day, right? It's been up for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done bikes before, and he's going to do bikes after this.
Yeah, so he's keeping doing it. He's not selling it like leaving. And I don't feel like anybody that's got their bike up for sale right now is leaving.
You're right.
The interesting one was also the not interesting Ben. Now he's got this bike that's
it's creme de la creme. I think he's just ready for the next fucking facet.
Yeah, but there's also this weird thing like why. I mean,
I wanted to put it for sale in the fall. I wanted to ride it through the spring and summer,
right,
and sell it in like September.
Is there not this like desire?
I want to see like fuck. He's gonna sell it. I haven't even seen it in person yet.
Is there not this desire to like
watch some other motherfucker ride it around?
Enjoy like other than the party atmosphere of Daytona, but enjoy the open road with this bike that you've, essentially paid someone else to build and waited, and you finally got it. It's been an internet fucking crushing bike for the last couple of months now.
Yeah,
like.
Take it around.
I mean, it makes the most sense to sell it now while it's hot before you fucking like really whore it out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, fuck, man, like the hardest part about doing a bike, like when I'm building this T-Sport or customizing it, like all I can think about is riding it. Like I'm not thinking about, oh, this is going to be a better selling thing, which I am thinking about that. But I don't know. Like there's just a vision of riding these bikes that I feel like I get more attached to than what I could get when I sell it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Big Trouble, like he has the other Road Glide that he did kind of as an interim bike while his other one was down.
That thing is dope, dude. Because like you'll walk by it, you won't bat an eye, but you'll turn around and be like, oh, what the fuck? Like this thing is sick, and it just has that right.
That bike is probably one of the best starter bikes.
Yeah,
and I say starter bikes with the utmost respect. He did all the hardware, he spent all the money on the goodies that you're gonna want to buy.
Yeah.
All that bike needs for it to be yours is a couple of personal touches, and it's it. Yeah. And at $45,000, I think is what he got up there.
Somebody's getting
the parts. Yeah, that's
fucking
totally
cool
worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's totally worth it.
And like
100%.
you said, do a couple of personal touches to make it theirs.
Yeah.
They're not just riding around a bike that's clearly somebody else. Yeah. Somebody's gonna. Whoever gets that is.
He sent me a picture of he had finally sold the Dyna, and he sent me a picture of it laid over on the side in a parking garage.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
God.
What happened? Somebody kick it over?
I don't know. It's somebody sold the bike. He sold the bike to somebody, and they couldn't handle the kickstand lean or something.
The dyna they're talking about is that, what is it, 124? The one with the, how would you call it? It was gray, but it had like, you looked at it.
It looked like it was a Roguelite.
Huh?
But a dyna.
Yeah, but the paint was like, there was like a gold.
Well,
like you looked at it in light, and all of a sudden it went from gray to gold.
I'll divert to the painter on that one.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
His dyna.
He put
gray
gold
one. How would
flake
you
in it, right?
how do you describe that paint where it's like you're looking at it at this angle and it's gray, but then all of a sudden I go a little bit this way, the light hits it and it goes like gold, and it had like, then all of a sudden you could see some other stuff.
So it's a Dodge gray. The same that comes on all the Dodge colors, called Destroyer Gray. No secret. And all we did was we used paint heifer metal flakes, gold, I forget the name of it, smoky gold. We use that pearl as the graphic color. That way, if you catch it from a certain angle, you won't see it at all. But as the light kind of passes by, it kind of exposes itself to. Yeah.
To me, that was one of the cooler things about it, is that
what
one angle it looked great, and then another angle you look at it and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
what I hate about that bike was it was a bike that I never sketched. You know what I mean? Like I have this process where I sit down in my garage at a desk and I draw for hours and hours to come up with ideas. And the time that me and Mark were talking about this thing, like everything that he wanted was against everything that I am. And then he just like, he wanted simplicity, and simplicity, you know, the simplicity he wanted, I couldn't draw it, right? Because when I'm drawing, I'm separating colors. When everything's the same color with a fade, there's no point in drawing that, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is, like, we come up with this bike, and then it becomes the most liked bike I've ever fucking painted, right? And I hate that. I hate the fact that that is the most, as much as I love that bike and I'm glad to be a part of it, I hate that that bike gets more attention than something I spent 1,000 more hours trying to perfect.
It's kind of like that less is more.
It is, yeah. But you never understand, like, as much as the industry relies on guys like myself, Lucky Strike, Kyle, Trask, everybody else to kind of like perfect the trend.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are, like, us as like on this side of the industry, we're kind of beholden to the fact that, like, when you bring us an opportunity, sometimes your idea is the opportunity that changes the scene. You know?
Yeah.
RG Destroyer came to Lucky Strike with that bike paint job. That, like I've said it before, that paint job is not some groundbreaking, like, technological fucking skill set that, like, changed the game. But it really fucking shook up what we got going on here. Like, you know, it defies everything that we've been doing, you know? And I say that with the most love because I love that paint job. So sometimes the customer comes along and pushes you to do something that's completely out of your fucking wheelhouse, and that becomes something amazing, right? But let me tell you this. For every one of those jobs, there's 25 other dudes that think they're an artist. They need to calm the fuck down. Well, you know what I mean?
I want a skull.
If you've never seen the dyna we were talking about in person, pictures don't do it justice. That's one that you literally just, because like you said, as you said, the paint, if you see it in person, it's fucking nothing short of amazing. And that's it. That's all I got to say.
That's all, guys. I'm done.
All I got to say about that.
All right, guys. We did 3 hours. So,
Trey, you got anything to say?
No, not really. You got any questions for me?
My man.
Calm down, dude.
So much. I love you so much.
We didn't prepare any questions for you, dude. But I love the energy's there. Yeah, I love the energy.
Go follow this guy. Tourqed Up Trey, right? No spaces, underscores.
You got the name, baby.
All together.
Yeah.
He earned his name, so don't come at me with your fucking lone wolf nickname bullshit.
Yeah, it's
nicknames are earned, not given, or they're earned, not.
Unless you're Dragon.
No,
Yeah,
he earned that name.
Earned it.
I'm just saying.
He earned
Fuck
it.
you, Kyle. I hate you.
No, wrong. That's not what I meant by
Jason,
that.
we
I
can
meant,
talk later about a fucking replacement.
hey,
Yeah.
Dipshit.
Hey, Trey.
We both came up with our own names, and they fucking stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Trey. Go follow Tourqed Up Trey, and you're the best, man. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you fuck with this.
Yeah.
I love that the stars align that you ended up at fucking Ferris Wheelers off Yelp that night we happened to have a fucking bike night, and that's why you're here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's about as wild as it
Fake.
gets.
I like the idea better that you followed me and you wanted to come hang out with us one time.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Fanboyed out. I was like, fast like Jace. His wife cuts my hair.
Keep telling everybody, no, fuck that. Keep telling everybody you met me at the last stand, and that's what got you here.
Yeah, he was showing his balls, and I was like, I'm enticed.
Ooh, I'd like to see more.
I was on show my balls.
Yeah. The last time you were there, you
I'll show you my balls if you come.
All right.
Apparently, your high school reunion saw your balls too.
Oh, shit. Dude, yeah. Just all right. Little fun fact on that. So I was put in a group chat with. There's like 7, 8 numbers in it. I know all the guys in it. It's all guys I went to high school with, but I don't have any of their numbers saved except one, the guy that initiated it. And they put it in. It was like, hey, we're going to do a happy hour before the thing, blah, blah, buy your tickets. And there was some ball busting, whatever. And I didn't respond to it until out of the blue, we had been doing something.
We did it the last podcast, and then we went to Buffalo.
Yeah. And I said, oh, I should send my balls to the sun. You're like, yeah, dude, do it.
I said, you won't. I went straight Jones mode. So you won't do it.
Which means I will. And yeah, so I sent it. It was from Ferris Wheeler, so actually, of all places, the last time we were there, I was wearing this shirt.
That was my picture, by the way. I need some photo credit for
Fast
Life
Life
Visuals.
Fucking Fast Life Visuals. Hold on, I'll re-tag it. I pulled my balls out. And that was one of those where I pulled just the balls out of the pants, and I had them hanging out. And I don't know. We got a picture of it. I cropped it down to that and sent it to the group chat. Said something dumb. Killed the chat. Nobody else responded to this thing until like 2 days ago, because now that we're within 2 weeks of the reunion, people are like, okay, anybody coming from out of town? We may be doing a dinner this night.
Trying to talk, but seriously.
Everybody ignored it. Not a single guy said anything about, what the fuck, dude? Like, at all. And I kind of love it. I think I'm uninvited from the pre-party.
You're not, though. You know the address.
I'm not going. I don't want to go.
Dude, go.
I don't want to go to that.
Dude, you should wear fake balls like
I'm going to pre-party at the event, but I'm not going to. I don't want to go to the house I would be going to. The people there, it's.
Hey,
dude, it's feeling like this. I'm like, dude, like trying to like not be myself. Like,
hey, fuck them.
Fuck him.
Is that the last time you ever got to see him?
Sure.
Fuck him.
No, dude, this is a 20. Hopefully, I'll make it.
I hope I go to. I'm gonna go to my 10th year anniversary.
Oh my god!
And I'm just gonna say fuck them.
I'm telling you.
Don't do that. Just go and have a good time.
I don't know. What I got to prove to a bunch of people in Lubbock, Texas?
It's okay. I got a buddy doing this. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Just go and have a good time. Just be you. Be the best version of you that you are right now.
Wait, it's coming soon.
Demonetized.
Oh, we're so fucking canceled now.
I sent that my first and only.
You have very symmetrical balls, Jaden.
Dude, there's some bubblegum balls.
They're like little hard. It's like little hard balls.
Same shirt.
TL keeps this like makeup mirror on the back of the toilet. So is there anytime you take a piss, you're looking at your junk, and yeah, I'm at that point where my balls now hang further than my dick does.
Jay Bailey. That dude's awesome too.
Yeah,
he
is.
Yeah,
Good dude.
Those are nice dudes. Nice dudes. Out in Big Spring, which I would never expect, being out in West Texas.
Good time though out there. My goal was to get the T-Sport done. I wanted to go out there, see them, and ride West Texas a little bit more.
Yeah, just like do a little badass like bike night over there, some random local bar. That'd be dope.
I feel like we'll all get DWIs. You ain't from around here, huh?
Shit.
I'm from around here.
All I gotta say is Aaron Watson's country music is great. And they'd be like, yeah. I'm like,
Is
that the key?
You're making it?
Must be.
Is that a comedian?
No, I said, is that the key?
Yeah, that's the key. Aaron Watson.
Dude,
you gotta drink some Lanscano Escada wine. You be good,
hell yeah.
baby. Yeah.
I fuck with that My Machinist wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any more yellow bellies? Is that all gone?
That's
Oh, yeah.
These are-
We should really stop doing a podcast.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
check Patreon for the rest.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do some more?
I don't know, dude.
Want to? I feel like Trey's on a fucking heater right now.
Dude, I'm good to go, dude.
I'm
enjoying this. I didn't know I was going to enjoy this.
What you gonna do? This whole thing's going on Patreon, so we can stop the live. But what do you gonna show your balls?
Whatever.
I'm gonna take a quick pee break. We'll be back with Trey's nuts here in a minute.
You saw Jaden's nuts, but guess what? We got more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
Hell yeah.
Live on the Fast Life Podcast.
He's gonna text his girlfriend. We're done. Quit watching.
Hey, babe, chill the fuck out. No, just kidding.
I love you, baby.
You can't say that.
I love
You
you,
can't say
baby. I'll talk to you later.
No matter how loving you say, chill the like. If you ever put the word "fuck" in any sentence with your wife, they never take it as loving as you make it.
I don't think I ever said that to her.
Yeah. Hey, babe, I fucking love you. Like, what'd you say? I'm like,
Actually,
I
she
said I
does love
you.
that. She loves that. She says, "I fucking love you too."
Okay.
So it might be a little different. That's what happens when you get a Sturgis
I'm
girl.
about to go buy something off Thrash's website when I take a pee. It's the best advertisement ever.
The best tits in
I'm
the
gonna go
world.
buy a hoodie or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Take my money.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are.
I bought
or
a.
is
Yeah.
this
I heard.
It's
a
live.
shirt.
No, this is live right now.
Oh, we're
Giving away
live?
for that
We're still
poster.
live. We haven't gone.
I was like, I'll buy
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm
Get
sorry,
that poster.
Nikki. I love you.
I do want everybody to know that here in the next couple of weeks, we will be changing the Patreon thing. Where if you want the content of the podcast, it will be a minimum of $5. Everybody that supports us with $1, I 1,000% appreciate that. But we have to kind of separate what we're going to be offering, and we're going to be getting a lot more people to come on and do the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
And we have to grow this channel, and we kind of hit a cap where we can get sponsors, and we don't necessarily want to do fucking 30 minutes of fucking advertisements between podcasts.
Yeah.
Or put a bunch of fucking advertisements in a podcast. So in order to grow it in the right way, we have to find these little tiers that we're gonna have to do. So I'm hoping that like when we do make the transition, because we probably got about 25 to maybe 30, maybe let's say 15 to 20, I think, of podcasts on Patreon that are only on there that you can't hear anywhere else. So be good.
It'll be like that. It'll be like that.
Yeah.
Hey, gas is expensive, dude.
Dude,
I spent more money on gas going to Daytona and back than spending the whole time in Daytona. I spent about $600 on gas.
I bet. Easily with that, pulling that fucking.
Dude, it was like 100 and something going there. It was like almost 400 something coming back.
Wow.
Dude,
Uphill.
Oh my god, dude! I was spending like $100 a tank coming back. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Because when we were there, it went from like 3 something to like 475.